Oh, here we go. Hi,
There we
Julie.
are. Hello, Tina. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Happy March 7th.
Happy March 7th, right? We're
Yes.
getting there. Yeah. 1 week
Yeah.
into March, thank God. It's
Yeah.
going by.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, I think, well, I guess depending if you're in the north or southern hemisphere, but in the northern hemisphere in a few weeks, it'll be spring.
Yay. It's spring here, it feels like in Phoenix. It's beautiful
Yeah.
outside. Oh my God. We were
Yeah.
outside all weekend. It was
Oh.
wonderful. Yeah.
I think it depends where in the world you live for that. So
I
I'm
think
I'm
so.
in Canada and it's like, nope.
Right?
No, nothing's blooming yet. Still snowy and a little bit
Really?
and chilly and dirty looking. Yeah,
I hate that. I hate that time of year so bad. So depressing, right?
it is. Yeah, because it's like it'll melt, and then when it melts, it's like you see all the dead grass and everything looks filthy,
Yeah.
and then
Dirty snow.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then but it's not warm enough for it to green up yet. So,
Not
anyways,
yet. It's coming. Hang in
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yeah. Can't stop
yeah,
spring.
that's right. Yeah, so it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hello, Jessica. How are you, my friend? Love and light to you too. Today
yeah,
is our free reading day.
yeah,
The
it's
show
popular.
we love. Yes.
Yes, yes. Yeah, we love doing this and it's popular with the audience. So, as we're just starting, so I see there are people here watching. That's great. If you just want to watch, you can. If you wanted to be part of the conversation, just, go into the chat room and leave a comment. If you would like some like a mini reading, let us know. Um, we're just going to go over, I guess, the guidelines. Um, so we try to call on those who haven't received before because, sometimes at the beginning, though, it's usually the regulars that show up and then
Of
new
course. We
people
do
come
them.
later.
Yes.
But yeah, but if we call on you and you've had it before, that's great bonus. But the only reason why we call on someone different is because just to give people an opportunity, especially if they visited before and they missed out. So if you were here before and you missed out before, jump into the conversation and let
Yeah.
us know that. Yeah, we'd be happy to share. Um, these are mini messages, so it's not a full-on reading. So if you do want a full reading, we do that privately. It would be paid though. So just contact Julie. Her email's scrolling at the bottom, or you can contact me. We'd be happy to share and book you in. Now, Julie will be using her tarot cards and I use numerology. So I will be asking for your date of birth. But if you don't want to share it because you just don't want people to know it, that's fine. I can try to go by your name and by the picture if I can see something in your picture. So I can try to do it that way. What else? We share in love and light. So we try to be
Yes.
lighthearted as well because it's a public space. So we don't want to get too personal. But if we
Right.
do, it wasn't intentional, right? It's because it needed to come out. Scammers. There'll be scammers.
Yes.
So they will like message you or they'll ask you to message them. It's up to you if you want to contact them or have them contact you, but they're not affiliated with Enlighten Energy. They're not affiliated with Julie or myself. We don't know these people. We can't vouch for what they do. So either ignore them or let us do our thing, which is we will ban and block them.
Yes.
And they will
Yes.
even contact you
Amen.
after the show.
They
We've
will.
we've
Yeah.
noticed that, like because Julie and I will get notifications like they're contacting you after the show. The other thing I want to say before I forget, so we use StreamYard to air these episodes. So if by chance, because we got a notification, Julie and I this morning, they're having technical issues. So if by chance the feed drops, just know it's StreamYard.
Yeah.
It's
It's
not
not you.
us. And I don't know. We'll try to come back on, but if we can't, that means the show is done.
That's right. We're
Yeah,
done.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
And
go ahead.
I was just going to say, for both of us too, messages are always meant to uplift at all
Mm,
times. The tarot for me is always to uplift. So if you're hearing messages maybe you don't feel are right for you too, with a lot of people in the room and a lot of energy, we can pick up on those too. So there's probably messages in here for you if you're listening, for sure, even
yeah,
if you don't
yeah.
jump in. Yeah,
Yes, yes, that's right. Yeah, because that's how energy works. It doesn't limit. It's very
yeah,
expansive. So a lot of times it likes to synchronize and gather and bring things together. So that
sure.
means, like, let's say Julie shares something for a person in the audience, and you're listening, and you're like, oh, that's so right on for me too.
Yeah,
Then I want you to receive it. But like we want you to receive it
yes,
because it'll apply to you too. That's how that's how energy works. And we know because from experience, like we find like, three people in a row, like there'll be something common, or four
that's
people,
right.
like
Yeah,
there's always something common. So
yeah,
yeah. And I was
that's
going to
right.
say one more thing. Oh, we don't know how long the show will last. So sometimes usually we go about an hour and a half, sometimes two. It just depends how our energy's feeling.
Yeah,
So when we're done, we're done.
yeah.
And
We'll know.
we'll know. So we'll let you all know. And I guess with that, we'll get going. And we pick people at random. So if you're feeling like, oh, I'm at the bottom of the list, it doesn't mean like we'll always go to the bottom first, but we just like, we pick who we're drawn to as well.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll
Okay.
get to you. Yes.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
do this.
Let's go. Okay. So, oh
Hello,
my gosh.
Lynn. Yes, and Nicole and Carrie and Stacy.
Yeah, we have all our regulars
I
here.
love
That's
it. Thank you,
lovely.
guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in. Okay.
You're not
So what
bored
should
with
we,
us yet?
yeah. You like what we have to say?
What?
We do something right.
I
Because
know,
sometimes
give me
I
that.
wonder, like, you know, especially because I call these cold readings because we don't
Yeah.
hear your replies, right? Like we don't always know
Yeah.
if we're on
Right.
the right track. So sometimes I wonder, like, am I on the right track with these messages? And then it's like, oh, I must, we must be doing something right because they come back.
They do. Surprise. Good for us. All right.
Let's see. Um, who are you wanting to pick first, Julie? Because I always,
Well, you go ahead. You do such a good job of that.
do I? I don't know.
Yes, you really do. You pick
Oh,
first.
oh, I'm wondering, like Nicole, she hasn't made it to the East Coast. Okay.
All
Oh, I'm
right,
wondering if
Nicole.
it's because we've read for her before and said something about it. It'll be
Oh,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Should we do
Um,
Nicole? I don't know if she has
I
a date
don't
of birth.
know. Okay, yeah, she has. Okay. Well, if it hasn't happened yet, I mean, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It could,
Yeah.
let's see.
Let's see what the
Well,
cards
guess
say.
what?
What?
Who are you doing? Who are you reading
I
for?
don't know. I was
Oh,
reading
okay. I thought,
Nicole.
oh, okay. I was just looking.
I
Okay,
just wanted to see.
let's
Yeah.
go to let's go to Jessica. Jessica,
Okay, Jess.
congratulations.
Congratulations, and Nicole, it is coming for you. Honestly, I see that, but we'll get there. I just had to see
Okay.
about that East Coast thing, but I see the Six of
Yeah.
Wands in your future. So
I was gonna say with oh, this is what I want to say. So when we call on you, yeah, so we'll put your name on the screen so that way you can see the timestamp of when your reading takes place. And that way if you want to go back and watch the replay, you can find your spot easy.
yes, I'm gonna learn how to timestamp one of these days. I love reading
Uh,
Jessica because her cards always come
uh,
out so fun.
okay.
Jessica,
There
you're
was
coming
some
off a decision here. What are you thinking, Tina?
No, you go ahead. You go
So you're
ahead.
coming off a decision here. It looks like something recently came into your life that's caused you a lot of excitement, a lot of passion. You're trying to decide if this is the right way to go, and a lot of fire, a lot of you got the Knight of Wands down in your base, so you know that you're really passionate about something. You feel it. You feel like you're heading in a good direction after that decision of the Two of Swords there. But you're walking away from some heartache too, with some great strength in you. So the Ten of Swords is your future energy coming in here. So you're walking away from some heartache, from an ending, and you're looking at things a little bit differently. Things have been kind of stagnant for you. You've been waiting and watching, kind of observing and seeing what the best choice for you would be. It seems like you've had a lot of choices lately. So that's caused you to kind of go inside and gather your strength. You've got the strength card coming up here for your future too. So with that Ten of Swords and that strength card, you're coming into a big ending here and a new beginning. With endings, there's always beginnings. So I feel like somebody new has come into your life. Oh my God, yes. Maybe like a Leo or, but it feels like the sun to you. You're almost bathing in this new relationship. You're feeling it in all of your senses. And this energy is feeling you back, Jessica. Whoever this is, it feels like you just make each other feel warm and cozy and safe. You feel a real safety in this relationship, in this connection. So it's a beautiful connection coming in. It was brought to you through maybe some kind of friendship, and you are definitely walking away from your burdens here, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Wands. You're putting it all down. You're like, screw it, I'm out, I'm doing this, I feel good about this. The three here, the Three of Cups, has made me think it maybe started out as a friendship. Something blossomed into something much bigger for you, and I love it. I love this for you. I love this energy. You're still trying to decide if this is right. This new energy that's come into you feels like a very masculine energy, comforting, very comforting energy coming into you. And it is a gift from the heavens. It really is a gift from the angels. While you were sitting there staring at the Three of Cups that didn't interest you much, here came that fourth cup from God and the angels. So it is a gift from the angels to allow you to feel love again after you're walking away from these burdens of what love was meaning to you. So it's beautiful. I don't know who this is. This is wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well,
Yes.
it must be someone she knows because she says she reconnected with some.
Oh,
I'm going to say
a friend.
someone is he. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. There's that friendship
um,
card.
yeah. So it's. I'm just going to look at her cycles. So Jessica, you are right now a number 8 year. So I keep hearing like you
Mm.
feel like it's faded. Like
Yeah.
it's like I keep getting faded. That you feel like it's meant to be.
Yes.
And I keep getting to like you're looking for like signs with this. Like it's like you're trying to figure out like if he is the one, if there's a reason to why he's come back into your life or you've reconnected. I'm getting like ooh la la. So when I get ooh la la, that means strong, without getting too detailed or
Yeah.
personal, strong
Feel that.
sexual energy between the two
Yeah.
of you.
For
So there's
sure.
a really like sparks flying or like this real drawn you know in that sense. I keep getting like you're working things out, I feel, between the two of you, like maybe unfinished business before, but I feel like maybe this time around it's easier, if that makes sense. So if you both were,
Mm-hmm.
let's say, maybe I don't know how you, if you both were dating each other, if you were living together. I don't know what kind of relationship you had with this person, but I feel like there's maybe a maturity or a calmness, like and a sense of knowing, because maybe because you're already familiar with each other and some of your habits and quirks. I keep tasting chocolate chip cookies with this fellow. So
Yum.
so I'm just wondering if like this is something like just literal, like he's gonna, you guys, were eating these cookies, or he has a craving for them, or they're his favorites, or this is something you're going to be doing together. I don't know. It feels fun, the chocolate chip cookie message. As far as the one, honestly, I don't know about you, Julie, but me, I keep getting, I don't know. That's what I hear. And I, in a way that I know that's not the answer you might not want to know, but I feel like it can be comforting because it's like, give it a shot and just see,
Yeah.
like, there's something I feel maybe you have to work out or come,
Well,
I feel like, yeah, because I keep
yeah,
getting faded. Like, so there's a reason why you came together.
absolutely.
Whether it's because he's the one or because you're meant to settle down together forever, that I don't know right now at this moment. Yeah,
He's
I
going
do
to
get a
allow.
romantic getaway with the two
Yeah,
of you, like this spring or something, and that might help you determine.
that's
Because
right.
there's
That's
something
right.
about like, can I live with this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the old baggage coming up on you, though, Jessica. Like
Mm,
that's why you're even wondering, is this the one? Spirit wants you to really, really take this a day at a time and not try to predict your future like we do. So he's going to help you let down some of these burdens about love because, you've had heartbreak. And
yeah.
so he's going to be instrumental to you in letting those burdens go so that you can open your heart up again to allow love in and not try to predict that future. Don't try to predict it too much. Take it a moment at a time, a
Mm,
day at a time.
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I want to say like it feels in this moment. And I think, and I've just been noticing this a lot with my readings, like how because my readings, evolve over time. Like how they were 10 years ago to now is completely different. And I
Right.
feel like they change with the sign of the times too.
Yeah.
So I feel like, maybe because the universal energies are like, they don't take me too far in advance, right? Because the way
Right.
the world
Energy
is
shifts
kind of,
too quickly. Yeah.
yeah, like I feel like we're living in a time where things just do like, pivot. So like you say, pivot so quickly now. So
Yeah.
I feel like for now, have fun with it, enjoy each other's company, get to
Have
know
chocolate
each
chip
other.
cookies.
Yeah,
Yes.
have cookies, go on this spring getaway.
Yes. Yes. You have to do that.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's Irish because I keep hearing Irish Spring. But anyways, but that could be like, maybe that's related to the romantic getaway. It's going to be in the spring, and it's something Irish connected to that. I don't know.
Maybe. I love that.
But I know in the Maritimes there's a lot of well, I don't know about in the Maritimes if there's a lot of Irish people. I know there's a lot of Scots. So, yeah. But
Fun.
anyways, Jessica,
Yeah. You're
those are your
you're on the right
messages.
path.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I hope that helps and you can take comfort in them. And I know you're going to come back and visit and let us know how it goes.
Yes, you
I
will.
would love to. Yeah.
She's good at
Okay.
that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Okay. I'm going to go. I see we have some new people who joined. Thank you.
Ah,
There's one. I'm just going to put this out here. I'm saying this sincerely. Mary Kearney, thank you for all the hellos. I'm just concerned because there's no picture. So I just going to let you know we don't pick on someone who has no kind of picture. So it doesn't have to be a picture of you. It can even be a picture of a background or a pet or a plant. But yeah, so just
yeah.
letting, yeah, and this is for everybody. So if you don't have any kind of photo in with your profile, we're not calling on you because we just don't know if it's a bot or not. That's,
Yeah.
yeah, we're just trying
But
to be
Mary,
careful.
do hang in there with whatever you're feeling. You've got the Fool and you've got the Empress coming in. So you are birthing some new things here, and Temperance is here too. Archangel Michael is with you. So whatever it is that you are going through, I can see that you're hurting. And this next step for you is right around the corner, literally. So please hang in there and don't let heartbreak consume you so much that you're not seeing the new in your life. Every day, the angels offer you something new to hang on to and to give you hope. Hope springs eternal, and that's the truth. So whatever it is, that's just a little mini reading for you. And just hang in there. Just hang in there.
Oh,
It's
that's really
coming for
kind
you.
of you. Yeah. So I'm not gonna share
Yeah,
anything with Mary.
yeah.
So
Let's go on. Yeah,
yeah,
but hang in there.
I kind of feel mad with her.
Really?
Yeah,
Maybe
like
she's
I'm
angry.
mad. Yeah, I'm wondering if she's
Oh.
mad. Maybe she's mad at me right now.
Right? Screw you,
Because I won't.
Tina.
Yeah, because she won't read me.
No, just hang in there. I can see that it's a tough situation, but it'll work out. It always does. Don't
Sorry,
be mad at
I'm
Tina.
not. Yeah, I'm trying to be lighthearted with it. I'm being sincere with those
Yeah,
messages.
don't be
Okay.
mad.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's. I've got Stacy next.
Stacy. Hello,
Welcome, Stacy.
Stacy. Welcome.
So she doesn't have. Yeah. So if you don't have a question, we'll share what comes through the strongest.
Yes.
Yeah, you're welcome, Jessica. Thanks
Yeah.
again. We appreciate your support. Okay, I'm just calculating her numbers. 21.
Yeah. Well, there's a King of Cup watching over you, Stacy. Um, I think this energy has passed. It seems like a angelic energy that is over you and watching you and guiding you and helping you with some of these emotions. You've been kind of emotional lately, and
Mm,
this energy is here to assist you with that and to help you grasp this new beginning. You've got some kind of new offer coming in, some kind of it feels to me like a love offer because of the cups on the table here, but some kind of new offer is coming in and you're going to be manifesting. You're a great manifester right now. Please use this time to manifest your dreams and to set your intentions because you're a great manifester right now. And you're looking to travel. You're looking to go overseas, maybe, or to travel. Basically, you're waiting for those ships to come in, and it's been a long time coming. And you're going to be traveling here very soon, wherever that resonates with you. There's some kind of travel in store for you, some kind of offer of travel, maybe. And yeah, you're really bossing up now. You're really taking control now of your life and your circumstances, and you're getting help from that energy that's watching over you, and they're really helping you to boss up and to get some self-confidence. I feel like that's all you need at this point is some self-confidence to propel you forward. You've had some some blows, some things coming at you, but you're ready. You are ready to really manifest. Here's another manifestation card for you. And this is money. This is
wow.
career. This is tangible things coming in for you. So things that you can actually, instead of dreams that one day it's finally starting to come in for you. Ships are starting to finally come in for you, and it's beautiful. You're taking that energy and you're going to really, with the help from the angels, you're going to really propel forward very, very quickly. I don't see a whole lot blocking you here from doing that, so good for
Mm,
you. You're really determined to I just want to get one on your emotion and what if there's anything that needs to be done with your emotional state. A new romantic cycle begins and you and your loved ones are safe. So I think that I see that new cycle coming in, that offer of love, that offer of comfort. You've been feeling very, very unsettled, and it's time for you to settle your emotions now, to really get control of those emotions and boss up. And you're doing that. So
mm.
good for you. That takes a lot, and some kind of new cycle, some kind of new, really, really coming in for you. So that's really exciting, and it's going to be emotional. It's going to be fulfilling, and not just a pipe dream that you just keep wishing for and wishing for. It's finally happening. So good for you. Yeah, that's what the cards are saying. Manifester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. So Stacy, you are in a number 7 years. It's funny because I feel like I'm going to talk about the cycles more today than the date of birth numbers.
Yeah.
So, Stacy, seven cycle. So this is what I hear. So, first I keep resting on your laurels. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if you've like kind of maybe, I don't know if you've been trying to push for things to happen or pushing for um Yeah, I keep getting like pushing, and it's like, but I want to rest on my laurels. Like I just want to go back and just see how it all unfolds. I just get like, the seven cycle, they want you to, the universe wants you to understand to let things happen naturally. So, and that's not always easy to do because, there's this tendency, I want to control the outcome. I really want that. So I'm going to control every step of the way to get that. And the seven is the completely opposite. You want that. Okay. And then the universe will be like, well, we'll see. Because they might feel like you don't, not because you don't deserve it, because they feel like there's something better or it's not time yet for whatever reason. So resting on your laurels could just be like, okay, sometimes just take a seat back, take it easy, not go with the flow, but just let things unfold naturally. So let's say if you do, let's say, are going for a certain dream or goal, maybe just take a few steps and then just hang back. Try not to be so pushy. Like just see what comes your way, how it comes to be. The other thing too is I keep wanting to whistle with you like that. So I'm wondering if if like music or you like maybe will be helping, or you've been like humming a lot, or like I want to get soft sounds. So that could be like maybe going into music to help heal or to help, what Julie said, like manifest or to find the love. And also the whistling could be like maybe connected to, spending time outside with the birds or bird watching or nature. And then
Yeah.
finally, I keep getting like breaking. Like like I don't know if you've had like if there's been like minor accidents or things breaking around you, like falling down and breaking, or you felt like clumsy. But I keep getting like, this is weird. Why is this stuff all breaking? So just be aware of that. I just feel like it's like the natural state of things, and allow things to happen naturally. Um, Things feel foggy to you, like not everything's crystal clear, and it's okay. Like I feel like, give it to God or give it to the angels or give it to the universe. I don't know what you believe in, or if you call on anything, any entities that way, identify with any of that realms, call on them to help you. And I just feel like this is a really spiritual time for you, Stacy. This is what it's about. It's a spiritual energy. So it's more about going within, spending time in the quiet, craving quiet, the solitude, nature, and natural. So I mean, nothing really specific came out for me for
Yeah.
Stacy, but well, I guess resting on your laurels and the
Hmm.
breaking stuff, yeah. But that's what I get. So
Yeah. I see the
yeah,
sevens for sure. I see two sevens on the table for her. So
yeah,
spirituality is going to be coming into you a little more strongly too in this
yeah,
cycle. Yeah, good. It's
hmm
beautiful energy. You have some beautiful energy there, Stacy,
yeah.
and a
And
beautiful picture.
well, I only see two people, but so that's it's like I need my glasses on. I don't have my
Ah,
glasses on. Um,
got my
I was gonna
readers
say,
on.
yeah, like I see Stacy, like, spending a lot of time outdoors or nature. I getting and it could be hard right now because of the weather, because I believe Stacy's in Eastern Canada. But I just feel like as spring and summer comes along, you'll be out more and more, and maybe be inspired by the birds. I feel like the birds are
Yeah,
inspiring because of the whistles that I'm hearing. So
absolutely.
yeah.
Nature
So
heals for sure.
okay, Stacy.
All right, Stacy. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks for watching and being here. I hope you were present for all those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to call on this person. She's new.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maya. I'm very
Maya.
sad. So Maya,
Oh,
yeah. So Maya didn't share a date of birth. Hi,
Maya. Let's
Joanna.
see. Hi,
Welcome back.
Joanna.
Yeah,
Yes.
and KJ's here. Hello.
Oh, hello,
Um,
KJ.
Marcel is here. Welcome. It's nice to have you watching again, and your support. Yeah, so Maya, oh, here, Maya's here. There we go. Thank you, sweetheart, for sharing
Yes, you did.
your date of birth. Okay. Um, yeah. Heartbroken. Hey,
Aw.
heartbroken. Um, okay, let me see.
Yeah, it feels like a relationship. Uh, you were merging, you were getting together, you were having fun, and something happened there. So, yeah. So, it looked like you were really pulling into yourself, really trying to find your spirituality, what you felt was right for you, and you came into this relationship. You had the two of cups in your current energy, but then what's crossing that is the ace of cups. So you're stuck in love, you're stuck
Mm,
feeling like every time you make a decision in love, it breaks your heart. And so that's what's crossing you. So you need something to help you to heal. You need to heal here and mend this heart before you jump into the next one. At the core of it is a happy home, a happy family, a happy happiness in general at the home front. And you
mm,
just have been stuck there. You open your heart, you're very loving, you're very giving, and then bam, it just surprises you that it doesn't work out and you get your heart broken. But these are all lessons, all for purpose, and to lead you to these relationships that are fulfilling and aren't just you giving. Yeah, I mean, that's right around the corner for you. And don't let your past experiences dictate your future ones. Every single relationship is different, and it brings us different lessons, different
mm,
elevations, right? We're all elevating through these things. So
mhm,
there's got to be some way you can heal your heart. It feels like it has to be you. I don't see anyone coming in
mm,
here because the emperor is above you. And so this is self-confidence. This is, I know what I want. This is, I'm a good catch. I'm worth it. Put in the time with me that I put in with you. And that's what this is leading you to. So it's so hard. It's so hurtful in the moment, but boy, just around the corner, when you come into that self-confidence and you realize that you are over giving at this point, you're
mm,
trying too hard to get this. And it's not just one relationship. It feels like a lot of people around you, a lot of energies around you. And it's just because you've been hurt that you're trying so hard to make this work, to make things happen for yourself. And in the meantime, it's all in divine timing. You have to learn this to move on to this and to elevate. So
mhm,
please don't give up on it. Just heal. You just really, really, really need to heal that heart, heal those wounds. And that's all you need at this point to really, really move forward, to propel out of this cycle into the next cycle. You're just so ready for a new cycle here. And a time to give rather than take is what the moon energy card says.
mm,
So this, of course, is the opposite for you. I know it. You've been giving and giving and giving. So time for you to receive now is how I'm taking this moon oracle for you. It's time for you to receive. Stop pushing. Stop pushing it, and just relax with it. And just relax with it. Focus on you. Focus on healing. Focus on what makes you happy. And you'll see people are giving to you, but you're just kind of resistant to accepting anything right now. So just kind of open that up and be okay with receiving. You deserve it. You've worked hard for it. Don't let anyone take that from you. There's no one that, don't let anyone take your power from you. You'll get that power back, and you will very, very soon here. It looks like that cycle is ending for you. So you're a
mm,
superstar. You are, and you're so lovely. So
mm,
let people give to you. Just allow it.
mm.
Yeah.
Lovely. Wow, so she really loved what you had to say,
Oh,
Julie.
good. Good. You
Yeah.
don't want anyone to be heartbroken. So
Mhm. Yeah.
don't
Um,
don't let it pull you under, Maya. Don't let it.
yeah. So Maya, you are in a number 8-year cycle, um, but only until June. So, and then she goes into her 9 year.
Okay. So she's going to be letting all that go.
Yeah. So right now, just a second, I want to block that person. There we go. Okay. So this is a time I feel like you're figuring it out. And it's funny because the 8 year cycle, I don't often say this, it is connected to um, the heart, but in a different way, because the number 2 is connected to the heart, but the number 2 is emotional. And whereas with the 8 energy, the heart, it's about the value, like it's more
Yes.
physical.
Yeah.
So it's like, so you might look at it where like, well, this is everything. I gave you all this,
Yes.
or what, look what I gave up for you, or
That's right.
for
I
this, or for
sacrificed.
this project.
Right.
Yeah. So that's where I feel like the heartbreaking is about, because it's like you're looking at like, I'm not worthwhile. I'm not worth the time, or I'm not, yeah, like I feel like it has to do with value. And don't let them, like, their behavior, or if it was a project or whatever it was that broke your heart, don't let it get to you. Like, look at it as I want to say like a springboard, so
Yes.
that, right, so it's like you can be better and brighter, because you're supposed to keep shining.
Yes.
So don't let them, that's what I want there. I don't want them to put out your light. I don't want
That's
this to
right.
put out your light, because the 8 energy is about, like you said, the superstar, like it's like about, ta-da, here I am.
Yes.
Whether you're ready or not. So people
Love
are
me or
paying
hate
attention
me.
to, yeah,
Right.
people are paying attention to you, whether you're aware of it or not.
Yes.
So I always say, people, when you're in an 8 year cycle, try to always be your best, look your best. Okay, even if you're, let's say, in your sweatpants, try to look like chic somehow in your
For you.
sweatpants,
Yeah.
right?
That's right.
Um,
Self-love
I keep
for sure.
hearing I keep hearing French with Maya. Like, I don't know if Maya, if you've got a French background, or you are part French, or what. So I keep hearing French, and I want to go, like, I get drumming with Maya, like, so I want to say, because you're feeling, because I'm getting like a healing message for you. So if you want to like heal all this brokenness and heartache, and I want to go drum it, like, do something with your hands, and I want to drum, but I'm getting like, um what are they, bongos, those drums, when they were sitting
Yeah.
in the lap, is what, do you know,
Like
Julie,
Ricky Ricardo.
yeah,
I think
because I
so.
don't know if like Maya's too young for this, like she won't know who's Ricky
She's like, who's
Ricardo,
that?
like, yeah, what's bongo drums. um but anyways, um if you don't have a drum, like, it could just be like, maybe you just need to hit something or bang it out, and that could be like,
Yeah.
whatever. So it's like, I'm wondering if you feel like, you're wanting to hit something or hit someone, and it's like, well, you don't want to do that,
Yeah.
right? You don't want
Maybe.
to hurt another person, but so it could be like, maybe, if it's not a drum, it could be like, okay, do I bang the table, do I maybe play basketball, I don't know, there's something
Yeah. Something there
like that.
with balls.
Yeah, and I just feel like you need to do something with your hands to help heal. Like it, and I know that might sound silly, like, but I mean, believe me, it's going to work. So if
Yeah.
there's a hobby or an activity, it could even be, I want to say like a chore, because sometimes it could be like, oh, I'm going to go clean. And sometimes just cleaning itself can get, clear the energy or make you feel better. I know, in a weird way, but yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
I just feel like, um, yeah, don't let that define you, like, or your worth. That's what I feel it's all about. So just,
Yes. It is about your worth at this point,
yeah,
and that's what spirit is encouraging you to do, is find your self-worth, find where you don't need acceptance from anyone. That's what you're coming into here, and that's an elevation. So you're definitely elevating. There's some kind of past person that's really helping you right now too, someone from your childhood that you can really count on, and they're listening to you and they understand you. So that's very helpful. But yeah, self-worth with you, self-worth. You nailed it. Yeah,
okay,
you got
Maya.
this. Yeah.
Okay. I hope that helps, Maya. I hope that brought some comfort and peace. And thanks for being here and allowing us to
Ah,
share those messages. I hope you come back and visit us. And
I hope
yeah,
so.
it's lovely to meet you here.
Yes, thank you so much for letting us read for you.
Yeah. Hi, Alexa. I know you're very persistent, Alexa. So
Alexa.
we'll come to you. I just want to go up here. Are you okay with Cam?
Sure.
Let's do Cam. Yeah. So Cam, if you're still watching, we just called on you. If not, if you watch the replay, look for your name appearing
Cam is
there.
beautiful.
Yeah, she is a very lovely lady.
My goodness.
Um, so, and she did not have a question, so I gather it'll be, yeah, Alexa will call on you. Just hang on.
For sure. We will get to you. We're
So
not
Cam,
going without you.
yeah, I'm going to show this one for Cam. She's here because I don't like displaying the date of birth the whole time if
Yeah,
it's
good idea.
possible. But I mean, if that's the only text I can show, then it's the only one. So
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, and you're welcome, Maya.
Yes, you're so welcome,
Okay.
Maya. Boy, that Three of
Okay.
Wands just keeps popping up today, wanting to travel, wanting to leave, wanting to get
Oh
out.
yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, I do too. Oh my. Cam
Right.
is
See, even the dogs
sorry.
agree. Even the
Sorry,
dogs,
right?
they like, yeah, we want to get out of here. We want to travel.
Let's do this. We're ready. Oh my gosh, so many cards for Cam. They're really flying out. So Cam is coming off of a healing here. She has really pulled into herself to heal her heart. This is a past energy for you. So you are really mending your heart here. Something got ya. You're wanting to break out. You're wanting to make plans. You're wanting to strategize for your future. And you're ready to, at the basis of it is the Fool. So you're ready to take that blind leap of faith into the next step, into the healing, into the surrender of it all. Because again, we start pushing so hard for what we want, and we don't realize that the more we push, sometimes with the law of attraction, the more we keep it away. The more we're telling the universe, I don't have enough. Insert your want here. It can be love, it can be money, it can be family, whatever it is. When you're saying I don't have that, the universe is responding to you and saying, okay, well, here's more of I don't have that, right? And so it's just a shift. It's just a shift of perception. It's just a shift into that next elevation, because you can have it all. You're meant to have it all. You've got the Queen of Wands above you. You are really meant to harness all of these new ideas and new perceptions into this future, into this unknown. So it's scary, it's unsettling. You've got the Sun and the Devil. Now, this is a prime example. This is above you. So this is what you don't know. And what you don't know, I can tell you very, very clearly here, Cam, is you're getting in your own way. You're literally standing in your own way right now. And you're stopping yourself. Maybe happiness, that's unsettling to us too. If all your dreams come true, then what too? So there's always
Yeah.
that kind of fear of success, I call it. And
Yeah.
I think that's what you're experiencing right now, is a little bit of fear of success, and you're literally getting in your own way. You're holding yourself hostage until you see it, until that comes to you. But in the meantime, you're saying, I don't have that. So it's just really blocking you. It's time to let that go. It's time to let it all go. Surrender it to the angels, surrender it to God, whoever you call upon, like Tina was saying before. And it's divine timing. But with the Devil and the Sun, you're literally getting in your own way. So step aside. You're coming off the healing, so that's understandable, because it's scary to open yourself up and be vulnerable again. But that's exactly what Spirit is asking you to do, is be vulnerable again and allow yourself to be heard again, is really the unfortunate part of that. But when you allow yourself to be heard again, you allow yourself to be loved again. And so you're opening yourself up to all kinds of possibilities when you're allowing that kind of reciprocity. So you've got this. Just get out of your own way, and you'll go so far you won't even believe it. In a year from now, you're going to be so surprised of maybe some kind of contract too. This is a marriage card, so I don't know if you're seeing anyone or if that's a possibility for you, but it's also an institutional card. You're also very traditional in your values, and you're wanting to find someone that can share that with you, somebody who believes the same values, same religion, same humanity ideas with you as well too. So you're really searching for that out, but your only blockage right now is yourself, from what I can
Mm.
see. So which is beautiful, because that's easily fixed, right? That we can change like that. That can change just from hearing me say that. Because a lot of people don't realize that they're stopping themselves. So even just from me saying that's a real could be a real push for you. So go for it. Go for it. You've got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose.
Mm.
And everything to
Yeah.
gain. Yeah.
Yeah. So Cam, she's I want to call her a lovely girl. She's not a
Yes,
girl,
she
but
is.
I like
So
it as far
lovely.
as like a
Yeah.
little girl, right? But
Yeah.
I'm
For
saying that
us,
like
you
with,
are.
yeah, I just want to
Yeah.
say that with, it's with a lot of light and love. Like it feels
Yeah.
heartwarming, that message. Um, yeah, because she's very sensitive and
Yeah.
warm-hearted. You know, I'm wondering if you've broken up with someone, Cam, like, or like breaking free or leaving something, like you've been leaving something behind, or leaving, like you've been leaving behind, and it's like, okay, I've been taking steps to go forward, or like new beginnings, like you said in the card, because she's in a number 1 year cycle right now.
Oh, that explains it. Yeah.
So it's about new beginnings, saying yes, you're planting seeds, you're trying new things,
Yeah.
also looking for new ways, new ideas, new plans. And like I keep getting a sense like you're trying to find your footing, and it's like, where do I belong? Because I'm even feeling like I keep feeling like you're stuck. So I'm
Yes.
wondering if, like, if she's trying to loosen up some things in your life, like in her life, and it's like you want to go somewhere else. You want to try something different. I keep Cam, oh shoot, I don't remember where Cam lives, but I keep getting like mountains. The mountains are calling her, the mountains. And but I'm seeing it when it's more green, like more green time, like so summertime than winter time. So it could be like maybe um you're going to find, well, I'm going to spend more time in the mountains this summer, or you're going to take a vacation in the mountains this summer. I feel like, so Cam, your cycle's going to change soon though, because it's going to change in May. So you might even be feeling it now. So this coming year, Cam, is a big, big year for you. I think it's already started, because you know how a lot of things you said, Julie, resonates with her cycle that she's going into, the 2 years. So she's going to
Yeah.
be, this is her soul searching year that she's entering. So she's going to be
Yeah.
like, so it gets very deep and very profound. So, and at times it's like you'll be riding high and then riding low. There's no in between. And this is where you're feeling like, who am I? Like you question your purpose, you question who you are, you question your life, how it's all unfolding, how you've come to be, and where do you go now? And I want to go west with you. It's like I keep wanting to go west. I want to go west to the mountains. So if you're thinking of moving, or if I get away, I want to go west. And I'm also seeing somewhere where there's a pool of water, like I'm getting a whirlpool in front of Cam.
Mm.
So I just feel like maybe you're like, things are going down the drain, and what's down the drain, that's down the drain. It's no point like,
Yeah.
reviving it all or bringing it back. It could be too, like, maybe things are reoccurring or reappearing for you right now, and it's like, you know what, and you're finding, you know what, I'm done with it. Like, you feel like you're healed or you've moved on, because it's like, no, this is where I'm going now, this is who I am now. Like, it's
That's right.
so that whirlpool could be about, like, what you've just confirming, like how you feel and where you're at this point in your life. um I feel like you're getting a true sense of who you are and what you're about, and that's what this coming year is about. It's like, yes, focus on yourself more. And yes, that's the right thing to do. And yes, make decisions what makes your heart happy, what aligns with your heart. And it's not always going to be easy, but I feel like it'll be worth the while, or worth the effort, worth the work, if that makes sense. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because this year she's been really finding out what it's like to be all alone, right? You're
Mm,
in the 1 year, we're really finding how to be alone, even when there's others
independent.
around us,
Yeah.
independent. That's right. And
Yeah.
not rely on anyone. But what you do find there too is that acceptance thing. You really let that go of the acceptance of others in the 1 year. So
Yeah.
because you're independent. So it's a tough year, the 1 year. You're coming off the 9, which is heartbreaking, as we all know, Tina, right? The 9 year
Yeah.
is so hard. So you've let that go, and now you're learning how to stand on your own. And here's that, letting it go. That card that was blocking her that you saw, with her letting it
Yeah.
down the drain. So
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Yeah.
you can't
Exactly.
stop it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so hang in there, but believe in the impossible. That was the moon oracle too. I have a feeling you've been, I'll believe it when I see it type,
Mm,
because of the 9 year and the one of standing on your own too. It's hard to be able to rely on others, to be able to trust others with your emotions and your sensibilities and things like this because of the
yeah.
cycles you've been in. So truly, the angels do want you to believe in the impossible. You don't have to see it to believe it. If you believe it first, you will see it. I mean, that is the law of attraction that I was talking about earlier. So
Yeah.
it's just a shift. It's just a
Yeah.
shift for you, and it's a cycle too for you. So you're coming into that too. Beautiful.
Yeah. That is nice. Okay, Cam.
Very nice, Cam.
Thanks, Cam, for being here.
Yes.
I hope you were able to catch all that, and wish you well.
Yes. Wish
Wish
you
you
well.
well. Okay. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Thanks. All right, Alexa.
Yes, here we go,
Here,
Alexa.
Alexa, it's your turn.
Hope it's worth the wait for you.
Yeah, it's like they better be good.
Wah, wah. People suck.
Yeah, you're welcome, Cam. She says thank you. Yeah.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Please keep us updated on how
Yeah.
you're doing.
Okay. So, Alexa, I hope you're still
Alexa.
here. Thanks for your persistence and being patient. A little bit
Yeah,
patient. She's a little bit patient.
yeah,
You had to be
good.
to wait your turn. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So here we go. I'm going to show this one of Alexa. She's here. Thanks, Alexa. So she didn't have a question. So we'll just do whatever comes through the strongest for you. Okay.
Okay.
Do
Oh
you want
my
me to go?
God.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. I'm
Okay.
talking cycle ending and beginning galore, but you go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Because it's interesting because I can, like on my paper, I'm seeing all these common threads between each person.
Yeah.
So Alexa's in a number 1 year.
Oh my God. Okay. That makes
So
sense.
Alexa, um, no wonder she's impatient because number one doesn't like to wait. It's like now,
That's right.
right?
That's right.
So
Yeah.
I I keep getting like an image of Alexa standing on top of a hill and looking out at the horizon. So I think maybe for sure the last year, possibly longer, it's been an uphill climb.
Yeah, for sure.
And maybe you haven't reached every plateau, or maybe you haven't reached every goal, but it just this horizon out view, it's like, okay, I've come this far, or I've healed this much, or I know this much.
Yeah.
Now what? So it's like I feel like you're looking at your options and what's up ahead of you. You're trying, excuse me, see, I want to burp with her. So there's energy that
Mm,
needs to be cleared out. So
right.
yeah, so it feels like, yeah, the world is your oyster. What's up ahead? Where do I want to go? What do I want to do? Because I feel like, well, the number one, it's about like new beginnings, new goals, new plans, new dreams. It's about also, though, yet you're trying out new things, trying to say yes, and give it a shot. It's worth the try, at least, because even though not everything will flourish or work out right away or this year, it might matter. in the next couple of years or in 5 years, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm glad I started that back then, or I'm glad I learned this, or I'm glad I tried this, because it'll matter somehow down the road. I'm also getting like, I keep getting like fight in men. So I don't know if you've been arguing with men more than usual. Um, if you've been, um, yeah, I mean, that's the only way I could interpret that, fight in men. So it's, yeah, have you been arguing with men more than usual? Have they been fighting you more than usual? And then just with the men, it's like, I feel like, muscling your way as, oh, Julie will come back. So I'll keep going here. So yeah, so fighting your way with men. There we go.
Yes, sorry about that.
No, that's okay, but I know there's people who joined in later. Because StreamYard has technical issues today. So if we pop out, it's because of the streaming device. Hang in there if you're watching. We'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, with that men and fighting, I think like there's not too many different ways to interpret that. It's pretty self-explanatory. And I just get like, what are you willing to work for? Like, I don't know if you've felt like things have been a fight. Like, you've been like, fighting for what you want, or fighting, through emotions, or fighting to get motivated to do something. But it's almost like, yeah.
Yeah. She says she's been fighting an internal battle that leaked over to her picking on her husband. Who doesn't do
Okay.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I'm getting like, get out and about, get out and about. So I don't know if you've been like staying close to home, or if you've been a homebody, and getting out and about could just be, well, doesn't mean you have to go to the stores, or you don't have to, it could just be like, oh, I'll go to the local park, or I'll walk around the neighborhood. That could just
Yeah.
be out and about. Um, yeah, the temper comes up with you, Alexa, and the one thing, one of the themes of the number 1 year is being hot-headed and watching your temper. So it's easy to be impatient and lose your temper, to be hot-headed, to argue. So this is where like maybe getting out and about could be like, okay, I need to go cool off,
Mm-hmm.
right? And clear my mind, or I'm so mad, and maybe getting out and about will help with that. So you go ahead, Julie.
Yeah.
I'll pass it
So,
to you.
Alexa, you're going through a huge transition, for one. You're going through a spiritual kind of awakening right now, and that is causing you some strife here, because I've got 6 major arcana on the table
Mm,
with 10 cards. So this is big. This is not just your everyday um, picking. You're just on edge. You're really going through something here. So that's the first thing I want to tell you, because sometimes we feel crazy when we're, especially in the 1 year, when you're getting this independence and you're pulling your boots up, on your own, and you're doing that because you feel like no one is there for you. No
mhm,
one. Everyone you thought was there for you in your life has suddenly pulled back. And they've pulled back because you're going through this transformation, and they see you changing. You don't see you changing, but they do. So the things that you used to do for them all of the time, you were a big giver. Now you've kind of stopped that, and you're like, you know what, I have a life here too. I have a path here too to follow, and I can't keep I can't keep doing this. I can't keep depleting my energy to make sure everyone's happy here. It's like you were the type of person that had to make sure the whole household was in bed and sleeping before you could really relax and get into bed yourself. So
mhm,
that's changing for you, and it's changing because of the experiences that you've had, and the giving, and the people pulling away from you in that 9 year, everything ending on you that you thought you could count on, and then the 1 year you're gaining that independence. But the only way, like I said, that we can do that is when you perceive that everyone has abandoned you. So it's very complicated, the 1 year. It really is. You're gaining so much. And with these major arcanas, first of all, you've got the
mm,
world and the wheel, two major cycles. One is ending for you and one is beginning for you. And we always feel a little unsettled when we're in that period, because there's nothing really to balance us. We're just kind of floating there and hanging there. And we're like, well, well, who am I? Well, what am I doing? Well, that person's not who I thought that was, and he won't listen to me like he used
Mm.
to, because, and the reason he's not is because you've changed, and you're saying things they're not used to you saying. So it's so difficult, but please hang in there, because what you're doing is a judgment call on yourself. You're calling yourself out. Along with those around you that have abandoned you in the 9 year, you are calling yourself out, and you're saying, well, why did I sacrifice that? You're kind of feeling resentful in the 1 year of everything that you did. And that's totally normal. Totally will, you'll come to realize why things happen the way they happen. That's what happens in the 2 year. You get a little more balance. Twos are about balance, incoming and outgoing, not just outgoing, not just incoming. So you're going to find some of that balance. You're going into the hermit mode here, to where you really are soul searching, like you said, and you're self-reflecting, and you're owning your part in things, which people have a very, very hard time doing. You're doing that. You're owning your part, and all you want in return is for others to own their part. Well, that's a very, very difficult thing to ask of others, because people are so resistant to doing that. To saying, I'm sorry, to saying, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. I should have been there for you. They know they should have in that 9 year, but they're going through their own things, of course, So the moon oracle here came out right away. It said, don't let your past hold you back. So you've got a lot of experiences under your belt that have been painful, and Spirit really, really wants you to start, now that you're in this 1 year, of letting that go, of really knowing that you've always been there for yourself, and you will never let yourself down. You'll always know how to rise above. That's this lesson that has taught you, is you will know how to rise above. There's a little bit of back and forth of standing in your own way here too. The Queen of, yeah, you see that? She's what do I say about the Queen of Wands? She can be bitchy, but for good reason, right? Isn't that what I usually say about her? Like, she's gained the right to be bitchy, right?
Yeah.
And I
Or
see
they're
that there.
discerning. Discerning.
Exactly. Oh, what a good word. Yes.
Yeah. Because
You're very
my
discerning.
mom was
Yes.
the Queen of Wands, and my mom was like
Yes.
discerning. So it'd be surprising, like, for me to hear, like, she'll be like all friendly with somebody, and then she would tell me afterwards, like, she didn't like her energy, don't trust her. And I'd be like, but you were so
Oh my
friendly with
God.
her. Like,
Yeah.
so, but my mom was said I was careful what I shared with her, or how,
That's right.
and I want to be
Don't.
lighthearted around her,
That's right.
because
You
it's
don't want
easier.
enemies.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So
You
I'd be
don't
like,
want that.
okay, yeah. So maybe that's what Alexa,
That's what you
discerning.
are, Alexa. That's what these experiences have taught you, to be very discerning. So
Hmm.
that's wonderful. There is some toxicity that needs to be removed from you. There's some habits that you continue, of course, because you're in the 1 year, that you're letting go of. And that can be worrying, it can be stress, it can be money, looking at money a certain way. I don't have enough, living in lack a little bit with that, with the Queen of Wands. Not so discerning, spending in the moment, saying, well, I deserve this, I'm getting it, screw it, I'm not going to ask permission. It's better to ask forgiveness than permission type thing you were thinking. But now you're coming out of that, and you're like, you know what, I deserve this. And you're, again, superstar card. You're going to see the rewards of everything you've gone through very, very soon. And don't let the past dictate your future. Don't let past experiences, past words, past hurts, like, really, really heal that within yourself, because this is a big, big time for you with these majors. And hang on,
Yeah.
because on the other side of this is pure light and pure joy, and pure knowing of where you're at in life, and
Yeah.
who to take with you,
Mm, yeah.
right? Who was
Yeah.
there
So
for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So just and again, I'm just going to repeat. So Alexa, be patient
Yes.
this year, like, because it
Yes.
just, like, it feels like at times you're very gung ho, and you're bold and determined, and like, now I keep getting like, you want this now, and it's like, hang
Yeah.
on, it's okay,
It's
all in its
coming.
good time. And there was one card you showed.
Yes.
It had the symbol in the right hand corner when you put it up to the screen. Um, it looked like two circles and a
Is it that
no,
one?
no.
No.
I think it had a moon on it.
A moon. Where do I have a
Wait.
moon?
So anyway, it looked like for some reason it looked like an astrology symbol in the corner.
Really?
I don't remember what card that was. If you can't find,
Oh,
anyways,
yeah.
when you put that card up, because sometimes I get hit. So for Alexa, for me, I got the month of May. So May is going to be a big month for you. And it goes both ways. It'll be very trying and very rewarding. Like there's no in
Yeah,
between. So
that's right.
just be aware of that.
That's right.
And I'm just going to get rid
Be
of that
patient.
person here. Yeah.
Heal up. Yeah. You're doing great. You're doing
Yeah.
great. Be easy on yourself above all.
Yeah. All right.
This
Okay,
is big.
Alexa. So I hope all those
Okay.
messages helped. And thanks for being here. And we wish you well and come back and visit.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Good. I'm so glad you're smiling. I can see you smiling. I can feel it.
Yeah.
And you're so close to elevating out of all that. So
Yeah.
good for you.
There we go. Okay. KJ, you've been very persistent too. So thank you for your patience and watching this
Yeah.
whole time. We'll call on you.
Hi, KJ.
I don't think she had a, I think it's a she, because KJ, I mean, it could be, it's initials. It could be, I'm going to say a she.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be rude. Oh, you're welcome, Alexa.
You're so welcome.
So yeah, so those who are, keep posting your comments, thank you. We're trying to get to as many of you as possible, so just hang in there. Oh, Kayla. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay. Um, yeah, I figure, okay, October 1st. You know what? Everyone that we've called on, their birthday's been in the decade of the 80s
Really?
so far.
Oh,
Yeah. Isn't that interesting, eh?
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, so if your birthday's in the 80s today,
Yeah.
the common thread is you'll probably get called on.
Right.
All
That's
the
why the
80s
cards and
babies are
everything are
here.
matching. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love the 80s babies. My baby's an 80s baby. And
So,
lots of cycle changes. I can see that. Lots of endings and beginnings.
mm,
Oh, KJ is wanting to travel, wanting to break out. Had this good idea come in the past. Something recently came in, really inspired you, really excited you.
mm,
And you're sitting in the King of Wands energy, so Leo energy here. And there is protection. You always have protection, but this card really is telling me that there's an angel guiding you and has your back, and not to be afraid when you're feeling stuck like you are. You're feeling like you're restricted. You're feeling like you can't get out, like you can't travel or go somewhere. Maybe with COVID and the pandemic, you're just feeling very restricted and homebound. And that is about to change for you. We've got the world underneath. This is something you know. So you feel things are changing. You feel this excitement and this anticipation for the next chapter here. And it's coming. So you're not just feeling that. That's not your imagination. That really is coming. And you're going to take that idea. Now, this is a pregnancy card. So you're very fertile. You're very receptive. You're very open to new ideas. And that a new idea did come into you not too long ago. So you're open to that idea. But very, very fertile and planning and thinking about what could be next. You're really strategizing. So I love that. You're letting burdens go too. This is you. This is how you feel about yourself. So you're really just putting that baggage down. You're not going to deal with that anymore.
mm,
Um, Others see you as very traditional, very kind of hard moved. You're not easy to influence. You're not easy to sway. And people really respect that about you. They really admire that about you. A lot of people just agree to be, agreeable or disagree to be argumentative. And you're not like that. You're really not. People respect that. You say what you mean and you mean what you say. And that's a wonderful way. Hopes and fears, you got the Chariot and the Ten of Cups. So you're wanting this stability, you're wanting this foundation, you're wanting to really move forward into something new where you're feeling safe and secure. And that is right around the corner for you with that World card. So that's just lovely. You've really battled your way here. honestly,
Mm.
and let go of some of those addictions, some of those old habits that tie us, that bring us back. Maybe you're quick to trigger on something, or you're 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 just hanging on to habits, traditional habits, things you were brought up with. It could be religion, it could be marriage, it could be these ideas that have been instilled in you, and you're trying to kind of let some of those go, and lay some of those down, some of those expectations. You know, you have a lot of expectation around you of who you are. I can see that. And so you're just trying to kind of let that go. You're trying to not be, you're trying not to be labeled, is what I'm seeing here. You're trying to lay some of those labels down so that you can come into some new energy. And it's beautiful. It really is. Let's see if,
Mm.
but let go of some of those bad habits, some of that lackfulness thinking. I don't have enough, or I don't have this. I have this, but I don't have that. You're focused on what you don't have. And what do you need to release, is the Moon Oracle card. So there's something there you need to just let go of. And I think
Mm.
it's expectations of where you should be right now. Like you thought, maybe I'm not sure what your age is. I forgot the birthday, but obviously an 80s baby, right?
Yeah, an 80s baby. Yeah, I
So
know.
let
I can.
go of that. Yeah. Yeah,
I
she
have.
thought she was going to be somewhere completely different than where she is. And that's okay. That's part of life. And acceptance where you're at. You will be able to travel. I know you're feeling very restricted, but that's coming to you soon. But what do you need to release first to be able to open yourself up to travel? 1988. Yeah. So, yeah, I think that's what it is. I think you thought you were going to be somewhere where you're not finding yourself to be, and so that's weighing on you, and you're feeling very restricted. You're being very uh, diligent with yourself. Like you're not allowing yourself to really have fun. You're not allowing yourself to do that yet. It's kind of the "I'll be happy when" is what's been kind of churning through you. But by letting go of that baggage, and letting go of those old programs of who people think we should be, you're going to say, I'm happy right now. And
Mm.
that's all that matters. And that's the only way I can move forward,
Mm.
is to be happy in the moment. So, so
Nice.
there you go.
Yeah, she's made lots of lovely comments to your reading, Julie.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So she's still young. So I'm picking. So Kayla, KJ, you are in a 7 year right now. So that makes
Mm,
sense to your last comment when you said you barely got out much this past year, because 7, you're
yeah,
not supposed to. You're cocooning and you're withdrawing from the outside world. So it's almost like taking, let's say the blanket and just wrapping yourself up in
yeah,
rest and rest and,
yeah,
and keeping back, because the chaos, the outside world, it's too noisy, too much, too overwhelming. And also in the home, it's almost like, in the home, I don't want a lot of noise. I don't want a lot of activity. Um, I feel like, you know, I don't want to make any big decisions right now with you. So, if you've been trying to
yeah,
figure out like, oh, I should do this, or I need to, make a choice here. If you don't really have to, like, if you are okay where you're at, you can stay put. I want to stay put. Um, I want to move forward with my life later on in the year. Like I want to go into like late August, going into September. That's when I'm going to be ready to
yeah,
maybe break out or break free or like do whatever that you want to do. Now it's
yeah.
interesting. I can taste pickling with Kayla. Like when you buy,
Really?
yeah, like
Like
pickles, like
vinegar.
the pickling juice, yeah.
Yeah.
And specifically pickled asparagus. Oh my gosh, do I ever want to eat pickled asparagus with Kayla? So,
Come on,
Kayla,
Steph.
I don't, I mean, now it doesn't mean that's what you go do, but I want to say it's a message. So it feels, and I got pain in my lower abdomen as if I'm
Mm,
cramping, or like my gut is all like twisted, and it's like, oh, so, and it's funny because pickling is um is supposed to, it's like fermenting, so it's supposed to help
Yeah.
that
Just
part.
not asparagus. She hates asparagus.
Yeah, that's okay. So the thing is now with asparagus, there's a reason why then I'm getting
Yeah,
it.
there is.
What is asparagus high in? Like there must be a
Iron.
vitamin or
Yeah.
mineral and your body needs that right now.
Iron.
So it doesn't
Yeah.
mean you have to eat the asparagus. It could be, okay, what other foods are high in that vitamin? Like that
Yeah.
asparagus has, that's what I need in my body. The
Yeah.
pickling, like the fermenting, if,
Yes.
look into that if you can handle it, because it's an acquired taste.
Yes.
If it's not, and it could be like, your gut needs to be healed. And I
Yeah.
feel like, also too with the asparagus, that tells me like you need more vegetables or you need more greens in your diet as
Yeah.
well. I'm also hearing like talking with the angels. So I'm not sure if you believe in angels or if you like to, play with angel oracle cards. If you, follow angels of any kind. But I want to say praying to the angels and asking the angels for guidance. If you don't do that, maybe explore that or look into that more. I'm just getting like, this is your time to just I want to go like I just want to like even keel. Like I don't want to be too
Mm-hmm.
high, I don't want to be too low. I don't want to be too out there, I don't want to be too low. Like, I feel like you're trying like this even keel. Like I'm just steady and slow, or like just keep it all uneven. And I feel like that's what you just need to keep things in balance right now.
Yes.
And try not to get like, if you feel like I'm not getting involved, I don't seem to care about this, it's okay, you're not supposed to, because you're supposed to, like, again, I'm getting the blanket, it's like, okay, I'm just supposed to take it
Rest.
easy right now.
Yeah.
And that's what you're
Yeah.
doing. Yeah, so I hope those messages, help
Yeah.
and bring you some comfort.
Yeah. Keep us
Yeah.
updated, KJ.
Yeah, thanks for being here and thanks for waiting, because you were here since pretty much the
Oh
beginning.
my God bless you.
Yeah. um
Nice.
yeah, how are you doing, Julie?
I'm okay. I can
Yeah.
do, one or two more.
Okay. Um, let's see.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. It's funny. I just have to bring this up. Yes. So Jasmine, I'll call you on next, and Joanna, we'll call on you, even though we've read for you before, because you come
Been
here
so nice.
often and support
Yeah.
us. I would like us to give back to you. So just hang on there. Your turn's coming up.
Yes.
Jasmine, you'll be next. Jasmine, you didn't share your date of birth, but if you don't want to, that's okay. I'll just try to read your energy. And she had a question. I just wanted to share this. Wendy had a funny comment. Where is it?
Yeah. What
Because
did she
this
say,
is when we were
Wendy?
talking about all the 80s babies, and she's
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh, I'm a 74 baby. It's like, okay.
I'm a 60s baby, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
look
there
at
she is.
Jasmine.
Yeah, there we
That's
go.
funny.
Okay, Jasmine, thank you. Yeah, I'm a 60s baby too. But we don't look like it, do we, Julie? We look so
No, we
young.
don't. We look like 80s babies.
Okay.
Jasmine's got the lovers right off the bat. So
Oh,
yeah.
I'm wondering, Jasmine, I'm wondering if she's getting set up. Because when I read her question right away, I'm getting like she's meeting. But I'm getting like not meeting as far as like over coffee, or dating. Like it looks like she's like, I don't know, I want to say parents' home or the home.
Oh,
And it's like she's meeting them like across. So I don't know if you're like, people are trying to set you up, like, oh, meet this guy or meet this person, or that's what I want to get. I don't know if that's true or not for you, Jasmine. I should figure out your she's an 80s baby too.
I know. I saw that. How funny, right?
Yeah. Oh, she says
Yeah.
it does. Um, yeah, we're not in our 60s yet, Alexa. We were born in the 1960s. So we still,
Right?
but thank you. She said we don't look 60 at all. That's good.
I love you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. So it is true. Okay. Yeah. So, because I get like, And I get formal living room, like this looks like it's serious. Like you are on a mission. So,
Yeah, really. Yeah,
like no more like, fooling around, no more, sloughing it off. It's like, no, you really want to make this happen.
yeah,
And there's something about matching profile. So I don't know if because I know there's some families, they like to look at astrology charts, or they like to
yeah,
look at some sort of chart and see how they line up and how they get along. So I'm getting that as well. And I see like, and the reason why I'm seeing formal living room, because it looks like I want to meet for tea or I want to meet for coffee. And it's like
mm,
everyone looks dressed up and it looks very official. And you're not alone meeting some of these people, Jasmine. It's like there's somebody with you to help you decide or help you get a sense of how this fellow is.
yeah,
Um, I want to say don't go with the first one. So I don't know if you like if yeah, I say don't go with the first one. As if something's
right.
fishy with him or he's not being totally honest or he's not totally being true about what he shares. So just be aware of that. Did you, yeah, I'm still have to calculate her numbers while I'm
Yeah.
sharing those. Go ahead.
I
If
see
you're
what you're
ready, Julie,
saying.
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
ready. So the lovers
Okay.
came out first and foremost. So this is what you're really wanting is a true soulmate connection
Mm,
and somebody you can really, really count on that will be there for you. What's blocking you is you're kind of getting in your own way. This is a younger energy coming in that is very fiery, very determined. You're very
oh yeah.
determined to find the right person here, which is great. And that soulmate energy, I feel like that's you searching for this soulmate that is out there. Of course, it is. But there are some things you've got to get rid of just with the other cards, too. There's some toxicity that you're thinking about. And I
Mm,
feel like it has to do with love itself. Like you don't trust it too much yet. You've got to lay down some of these burdens of the past when it comes to love. And you've got to be open and honest with this next person that you meet. Communication really is key for you. Don't just say what you feel like they want to hear so that you can build on this relationship that you have so much in common. If something is really not resonating with you, um, the way that of course it doesn't. Not everything is going to resonate with you or make you feel a certain way. But if you're feeling a certain way about it and you're saying, if they say, I like skiing, let's just say, for example, and you're like, oh, me too. Even if you don't, but you're trying to find those common bonds, that's going to come back and bite you then because
mm,
you're not being authentically you. So the first
mm,
step into finding the soulmate is to truly, truly be authentically you and not try
mm,
to people please, which I'm a horrible people pleaser, so I
mm,
totally get that. But don't do that to yourself. Don't try to please to get into one of these soulmate relationships because it's authenticity, it's communication that's going to make these relationships grow. It's being totally you and not worrying if you're going to be accepted or not by the other because you want to be fully accepted. You want to be loved unconditionally. So you're already putting conditions on that love by appeasing and saying not being honest with yourself.
mm,
You're honest with them with how you're feeling, but you're not being honest with yourself. You're saying, okay, well, I can do that though, and then you're learning something new, which is great. But be honest about that. Be honest about that. I have never really done that before, so let me try that instead of
mm,
saying, oh, I'd love to do that. So that's just some spirit advice for you. Others around you are seeing you changing everything right now. Like you are
mm,
really transforming into somebody entirely different. And you're really refining what you want and what you don't want in a relationship. So, and you're going to manifest that relationship by doing so, by others around you are thinking you're a little cuckoo lately because you've gone through this transformation on love. You're looking at it so differently, and you're just ready to lay the burdens of love down, lay the burdens of not being in a relationship down. It's okay to not be in a relationship. It's better to be in no relationship than a bad relationship, I think, is what that's
mm,
coming from. There's some competition around you. So um, this is spirit's advice. So they want you to be mindful of that there is somebody around you that is competing with you. And it can be irritating when somebody is constantly, because you're going through these changes, you're changing things up. And then all of a sudden you're noticing there's an energy around you that's doing the same things as you, because they see that you're starting to shine, you're starting to grow, you're starting to be authentic. And there's nothing more beautiful than being authentic, really.
Mm.
So they're seeing that and they're trying to emulate it. They can't, because you're being authentic, and who can emulate someone's authenticity? It can't happen. So just be mindful of that energy, because they can kind of try to tear you down so that you don't get too much higher than them. It feels like somebody that has been in your life for a while,
Mm.
they don't really want to see you excel out of these old ideas and old beliefs that you had. They want to keep you where they feel safe and happy. So just be mindful of that energy. I don't see anything menacing. It's just a competition. And communication is key, is the moon oracle.
Mm.
So you be you, because you are fantastic, and you are a wonderful soulmate, because you're looking at yourself. And anyone who looks at themselves and wants to be better is the perfect person to be with. So you're a catch. Let that soulmate come and find you. And I do feel like you're going to find that person. I don't see that you're going to be getting married this year, but I do feel like
Mm.
once you let go of some of the old beliefs that you had, because you really are transforming, you really are changing. So once you fully dissolve those sleepless nights, those what's going to happen to me, I don't want to be alone, I don't want, who does? But
Mhm.
once you start feeling like, you know what, it's okay to be alone, it's okay to be me, and not change yourself for anybody, boy, that's when you're going to really take that leap of faith and just step into a relationship that somebody you have no idea is coming either. It's somebody around the corner. You don't know them, from what I can see. But once you look in that mirror and you say, um, I am who I am. And if you love me, great. If you don't, great. And I'm going to continue being me. That person's going to come rushing right into you, because they're the same way. They're the same way. They are authentic. They have no facade. They wear no masks. Just take a few of those masks off from trying to help people, from trying to feel like you're connecting with them. So just take some of those off and say, no, I don't really like asparagus, for example, for KJ. And you're gonna see that this beautiful energy is coming right for you. Just be mindful of that competition in your energy field.
Mm.
Yeah.
Lovely. Well, she had really beautiful comments,
Oh,
everything you were
good.
sharing. So she
Oh,
really
I'm so
liked
glad.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Wow. Well, Jasmine is in, I'm going to point these out because I've been focusing more on the cycle so far, but you're a number 3 soul and she's in a number 3
Mm.
year.
Oh boy. Yeah.
So this is like your, soul searching year, Jasmine. Like, so this is where you're like, you know, wanting to show who you truly are, and like a lot of soul
Yes.
searching, like, okay, who am I, what do I want to do, who do I what do I want to be, how am I going to present myself,
Right.
am I being true to myself? So that's where it's like, this is the time where it's like, yeah, you're supposed to express more of who you are and what you like and don't like and what works for you and what doesn't. And it's like, okay, what's the purpose of my life and where do I go from here and what do I want? And I feel like with this, when I go, I keep seeing like suitors, and at
Yeah.
times I just want to throw my pen down, like as if I'm ready to give up, because it's
Yeah.
like, like there's not a match, and getting maybe frustrated. I feel, I'm wondering if some of the men that you're meeting right now are a little immature for you, or a little bit young in some sense, like
Yeah.
um there's not, they don't align with maybe what you want next, because I feel like once you marry and like you want to settle down and start a family or start raising children, i I kind of wonder, like I want to go like, and maybe it's going to be between two, because I want to go with someone a bit younger than you, and younger could just be, it could just be a few days, it could be a few weeks, a few months, a few years, right? I'm
Yeah.
not getting the exact,
A
amount.
mentality.
Yeah, and or someone older, but it's like, much.
Yeah.
So like it's not in, like, no in between. I
She
want to
says, yeah, I'm
say,
meeting very stupid people right now.
yeah, when I look at her numbers, I want to say, um I'm going to call it summer because I don't know what region you're in. So it could be your winter if you're in the southern hemisphere. So I'm going to pick the month. Like I want to go after June is when you're going to most likely find someone more to your liking or more like better suitors is how I want to put it. I keep getting suitors.
I see that.
Um, I I just get it's going to be between two men come this fall.
The
And
decision.
yeah, and it's going to like you're going to give it a lot of careful thought, and it's almost like maybe you're going to put pen to paper, like you might be comparing the qualities of each before how you decide. And it could be maybe a matter of like, well, maybe can I go out for coffee or can I spend some personal time with them to get a sense of how we match. um, Mom plays a big role in this too for some reason, so I'm feeling mom's energy and like or influence, guidance somehow, some way. And it doesn't mean she has to always like it doesn't mean she has to be there. It could just be like um yeah, like just feeling her energy
Support.
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I see a guy, I want to call him skinny. So I don't think he's a very, I mean, let's call him lanky, but for some reason it's like I see skinny legs. So sorry, Jasmine. I just doesn't mean you pick,
Maybe
that's
she
the guy
likes
you
it.
pick. Yeah, maybe. Who knows, right? We're not always into the appearance. So for some reason, I don't know why that sticks out. It could be something like, somebody makes note of it. Oh, he's got skinny legs or he's so skinny or whatever, right? And that
Yeah.
could be the
Look at those
reason why.
chicken legs.
Yeah. Um, yeah. And
Wonderful.
so that's what I get. But I'm with you too. I don't feel a marriage this year.
Yeah.
Um, but I, yeah, I would get like maybe because I feel like she wants a spring wedding.
Yeah. Maybe next spring
Yeah, and I don't know. And
or
again, it depends
after.
what
Yeah.
if she's in the north or southern hemisphere. So if she's in the
Yeah.
south, that could be this fall, like our fall.
She just wants a supportive life partner. Well,
Yeah.
that is definitely coming.
So
Absolutely.
yeah, I feel then,
Yeah.
if I feel like most likely with someone older,
Yes.
like I
It is
get like
someone
and
older.
like
Yeah.
older, like I'm gonna go like 5 to 6 years at least older than you, Jasmine.
Hmm. It's going to shock everyone around you. It really is going to
Yeah,
shock everyone. Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, she's still young. So I don't know, like I know some people they gray at a young age. So don't let that dissuade you. Like I just see a bit of silver at his temple here because he's got a full head of hair really dark and I see a bit of silver. So it could just also be just a sign like he's very mature for his age. He's
Yeah.
older, but like he's mature.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I hope that all helps and
Yeah.
let us know how it goes.
Oh, yes, please do.
If
I'm
you get
so curious.
engaged, yeah, and
Yes.
what the guy is like, you'll have to let us know, Jasmine.
And be yourself, Jasmine, above
She's
all else.
supposed to. Yeah, so this
Yes.
is a big time for her. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. So
Love it.
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Jasmine. All the best with that.
Yes. It's going to be great.
So we did say Joanna,
Yes,
right?
of course.
Joanna's here. She comes often to watch and
She does.
we
Oh,
appreciate your
thank you so
support.
much, Jasmine.
I'm just
Appreciate it.
looking, Jasmine. I thought she shared her birthday, but I'm
Okay.
looking.
I love all her hearts and her
I know,
support.
I know. She's always got, yeah, lots of love. That's beautiful. Thanks, Jasmine. I mean, not Joanna.
Joanna.
I wonder if you're an '80s baby.
I wonder, wouldn't that be funny? Right? We're reading for the 80s today. I loved the 80s. Honestly, it was my favorite decade.
I'm not able to believe.
I'm an
Okay.
80s girl. Loved the big hair. Loved it all.
Yeah, well, we would have been teenagers
Right?
in the '80s, you and I. So, yep.
It was great.
Oh, there we go. She is an '80s baby.
Oh my God, how funny is that?
Actually, her birthday is in a month. Happy
Ah,
early birthday,
happy
Joanna.
birthday, Joanna. Look how beautiful she is. God, all these beautiful, beautiful girls. You can just see she's glowing.
Oh, I feel
Oh,
like I want to like, oh,
yeah, right.
like this, right? Um,
Oh, yeah.
oh, she wants to know about her spiritual journey and finances, so we'll show
Finances.
that.
All right.
Well, do you want me to go first?
Yes, you go first. I need a few more cards.
Okay, so Joanna, you are in a number 8 year cycle now. So you're moving actually, I mean, I want to say the spiritual journey is always there, but it's like maybe there's times in our lives where it's like front and center and times where it takes a back seat. And sometimes it's just like it just comes in and goes out, comes in and goes out. So I want to say right now, like, and with the cycle that you're going into, this the spiritual journey kind of takes a back seat. So it's not front and center right now. And it doesn't mean it doesn't matter, it's not important. It's just that you're going to be focusing on other areas or other things because the 8 year cycle is about, okay, it's about getting out there. So it's a material energy, it's a physical energy. Whereas the number 7 year before that you just came out of was more about like going within, being quiet, solitude, listening. Um, and now it's like, okay, attending to the details, figuring things out. There is a focus on finances, and this is where you could, when you look at the number 8, it's like the infinity symbol. So this is where, like, if you want to combine the spiritual journey and finances, it's interesting. It's like, okay, how do you value money? Or how do you feel about money? Because it's just as much as that, not, as well as, your brain, right? With money, it's about how you feel about it. So I don't know how much you are aware of law of attraction. This could be part of your spiritual journey this year where you're like, okay, I'm curious about all this law of attraction stuff. I want to know about like what I give, does how it, what I give and how I receive. Because that's what the number 8 is, because of that infinity symbol. It's like everything you put out, it comes back to you, it returns. So giving and receiving energy. So I feel like that could be where you're going with all this. Um, I do feel like, maybe not so much now, but as the year progresses, like when I go, as each, when I turn the calendar month after month, I feel like there's momentum with like wanting to grow your money or wanting to improve your finances because I see coin stacks and it's like you're wanting, let's say, maybe more to save than to spend. And it feels like, oh, you might end up spending more than saving. And that's the energy. That's how it's supposed to be. Because again, that's with the infinity. They want you to know like the more you put out there, the more you comes back to you. So if you give more goodness, you get more goodness to you. If you um, give like a lot of trouble, you're going to get more trouble. See, and that's what that 8 energy wants you to learn. So
Yeah.
that's why if you feel like, oh, I wanted to have like 5 grand saved by the end of the year and you only have 2 grand, that's still abundant. It's okay because they want you to know, like, I know it sounds stupid, silly to some, but it's like the more you spend, the more you receive, or the more you, right? Like that kind of thing. That's
Mm-hmm.
the energy. So I feel all that. Um, and I don't know, Joanna, if you are married or single, but I'm getting giggling and um, like connecting with love, or there's love and romance. Um, Yeah, yeah, giving while saving. Yeah, so don't be a hoarder. That's what the 8 is about. Like they don't want you, because the more you hoard, because if you're doing half of the 8, um, the more you won't receive.
Yeah.
So because the 8 energy wants you to know like what you give out, you get back. So you want to give out good and feel good about what you give out. So yeah. Oh, she's married. Yeah. So I just feel like there's something about flourishing your romance or your marriage. There's something that's going to flourish, or you're going to be like, it's good news. I feel like I'm giggling and I'm like kind of shy. So there's something about, unless you're celebrating something or you go on a romantic getaway this summer, that's what it could be as well. But it feels like something, yeah. something fun and giggly with the romance happening. So that could be vacation or celebration that you both do.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Julie. That's my
So I see the first card that pulled out was the High Priestess. So there's the spirituality flowing into you. You know, you're almost downloading this information from the angels. When you ask to be more spiritual, the angels always comply. And it sets us on this little path, right? Because you have, when you decide you want to look into the light, you're going to be tempted to look into the dark because you have to see both sides of it, right? So you're
yeah.
going to be delving into spirituality very, very strongly in this upcoming year. And it's going to cause you to go into a rebirth. So where you're seeing everything differently. And when I say rebirth, it sounds like you just wake up and you see everything differently. And that's not what happens. You know, you'll start going down these rabbit holes because you're going to want to learn about spirituality, and you'll start going down these dark holes and learning ideas and how people feel and tarot cards, and you're tempted by all this information because it's all necessary. You have to learn it. You have to look at the dark side of life in order to look at the light. And so that causes you to go into this little um, uh, you kind of start guarding yourself now, because now you're feeling more unsure about what you thought you knew before about spirituality. And the finances will always flow these rebirths, because what you are learning is the other side of it. So you're learning the lack right now. You're learning how to manage, how to micromanage right now, and that's a great starting point for your finances.
Mm.
So as soon as you start looking into spirituality, you're micromanaging your finances, you're right on top of it. You really have managed those well. And you're healing from some hurtful times in the past. I don't know if that was in a relationship, but you came into this year with kind of mending your heart. Could have been COVID, could have been anything, having you to mend like that. But the devil and the Six of Wands pulls up in your future energy. So that this tells me that, yes, look, the angels absolutely want you to look into spirituality and finances and the occult and the dark. They want you to look in the dark. You're strong enough to look at the dark, and you cannot look at the light without looking at the dark. So you have to have that contrast. So you're about to embark on a great, great adventure for yourself here. You're going to come out of this so much wiser and so much stronger, and you're going to let things go that you never thought you would let go. You're hanging on to some things right now. Others around you see you as kind of guarded and protecting yourself right now because you're in this learning phase. So
Mm.
that's okay. Stay to yourself while you're learning this, because it's going to cause you to go into the hanged man energy. You're going to feel a
Mm.
little bit stuck in this energy. So don't beat yourself up for feeling stuck here, because this is just part of the process of coming into elevation, and you're elevating spiritually. You're elevating into this next level. You're going to see everything differently. You're going, even your relationship, your marriage. Your marriage is going to either take a really, really hard hit, or it's going to
Mm.
deepen into ways you never thought you could imagine. If he's on board with looking at these sides of life, and looking into spirituality and opening up to angel messages and true divine guidance, which I feel like he is with the Lovers card that came out right when you were talking about it. You're going to go through some really hard times together, because you're both trying to find the light here, and you're going to have to look at the dark in order to see the light. So, but that bond that you guys are going to carry into this next cycle, into when you're into your 1 year, let's say, because next year you're
Mm.
probably going to be shedding a lot of stuff. Don't
Mm.
feel like you're losing everything, because when you're starting on this journey, you can feel like that. But it's going to lead you into such fulfillment, such joy. You're going to be jumping up and down literally when you come out of this. But there's a little bit of a journey ahead for you. So just hold on, brace yourself, because it's the best thing you could do, and it's going to be the hardest thing that you've done yet. It really will be. But it's going to be so rewarding. So rewarding. It's going to be absolutely rewarding financially too. I think the two of you are going to take this knowledge that you've learned of the light, and you're going to really come together, and you're going to spread it to the collective. I really, really feel that way, that people are going to be looking to you for the answers, because they're going to see you've already gone through it, and you're going to be able to relate to them very, very well. And so they're going to be coming to you saying, how did you do it? What's the secret? And you're going to know there is no secret. It's the rite of passage, right? It
Mm.
really is the rite of passage for you. You're supposed to be going this way. You're supposed to be looking here. So exciting, really, really exciting. I do see some challenges. That always is when we're looking at ourselves and spirituality and purpose. You know, you're going to find real purpose on the other side of this for you. And
Mhm.
finances will just follow that purpose. It really will. It's all kind of a complete package. When you
Mhm.
find yourself and you find your awakening and your elevation, the finances will just follow to support you in this new life of yours, which is really what you're embarking on. So
Yeah.
you're doing great. Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing, like, I just want to add again with Joanna. So, being in an 8-year cycle, there is a focus on finances, but it's interesting
Mm,
because it's like the universe is trying to say, well, how are you feeling abundant, or where's all your abundance? Because it's not
mm.
always the 8 energy is not always connected to the money part of it.
That's
So
right.
if you're feeling like, oh, I'm feeling so much love, or
Yeah.
and
That
then
is
it'll be like,
abundant.
I just got
Yeah.
$50. Like,
Yes.
so, like
Right? So
that's
true.
how that 8 energy works. Like, it's
Yeah.
really interesting. And they want you to see, like, abundance comes in many different forms. So it's not just, again, it's not about the cash part of it. So, but they will reward you somehow, some way. So it could be like,
Yeah.
let's say someone gifts you with something, like with, I don't know, they give you a gift card and you'd be like, wow. So that saved you money. Like, that's
Right.
a reward, because it's like, well, I'm abundant because I got this gift. So just try to keep in that flow of, where in the different ways you are abundant,
Appreciation.
and the
Yeah.
abundance. Yeah, health is abundance. Yes, all that. And
Right.
that's what that 8 energy is about. And the other thing too is, like, you have to be persistent this year. So that
Yeah.
means you are learning not to give up so easily. So if you feel like, when is my success going to come, or when is this going to work out, and it's like the universe wants to say, well, try
Yeah.
again, don't give up, like, and it's
Yeah.
not always
Yes.
easy, but you'll also feel that pull. Oh, I'm going
Yes.
to give it another go, I'm going to try
Yes.
again. So
Yeah. You'll just know.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And that's them guiding you.
exactly.
Keep
So
going. Yeah.
yeah, Joanna, so there you go, Joanna.
Yeah. Good luck, Joanna. God, you're a
Yeah.
beautiful soul. I
Hmm.
just love your energy.
Yeah, it's lovely to have her here.
Yes.
Thanks, Joanna. I know we'll see you again.
Yes. We will. Thank you for your
Yeah.
support.
Yeah, and the other thing too, all of a sudden, because she put up that arm emoji,
Yeah.
um, I don't know, if you're not wanting, I don't know if you can get pregnant or if you're wanting a baby, but if, I'm getting pregnancy, so just be aware of that. Yeah, so thank you,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, everyone's leaving very lovely messages.
Oh, nice.
How are you
Good.
doing, Julie?
What do you think? Do you want to do one more or are you done?
Yeah, no, we can do another one or two. So I know a
I'm
lot of
good.
people. Yeah. Oh, she's saying no, she doesn't want to have a baby.
I didn't see
Okay.
any babies on the board.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I see
just
you.
so then if just be careful then. Okay. Oh, she's got 3. Okay. So just be careful.
There you go. She's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Okay. Um, wow. Who to pick? I kind of like, I
Who
don't
to
want to
pick?
break the 80s pattern.
I know.
Is there anyone that's you're
Oh,
called to? I know there's some that
uh,
they keep, checking in and
yes.
saying hello.
Yeah. How about Wendy? Wendy's been checking in and
Yeah.
leaving
Okay.
hearts. And
All right.
I don't know if Wendy had a
Yeah.
question.
I don't know. I don't I don't think so. So Wendy, I'm pretty sure she's the 74 baby. So
Okay,
you're
good.
breaking the
That's okay.
80s pattern. Wah, wah.
Joanna, so much love and light to you. I
Yeah.
am just sending you all good energy. You are going to be
Oh,
fabulous.
look at that.
Yes.
Athena's an 80s baby. I almost picked
Athena.
her.
I would almost picked her too. Let's do Athena after.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Wendy, I'm just
Wendy.
scrolling back. See if you had a question. Oops.
Oh my.
And what's the other thing? If you shared your date of birth. Maybe you didn't.
Maybe she just said 70s.
Oh, you know what, Wendy? I might ever. All of a sudden, I got a craving for popcorn. So,
Are you hungry over there, Tina? That's the problem.
yeah, I'm gonna have pickled asparagus. I'm gonna have
With some popcorn.
with some popcorn when we're done.
Right? Why
Isn't
not?
that yummy or what? And maybe some chicken legs.
Right? That's
Oh my
funny.
gosh. Yeah, I don't think Wendy had a question. I'm just scrolling back. Just bear with us here.
Yes.
Julie's, getting the cards out for you, Wendy, and I'm just trying to see because I like to do the numerology, but if not, then I'll just tune into your energy with your name. I can't make out your
Okay.
picture clearly because they're so tiny to me, right?
I know,
So,
right? I can't either. I tried to look, but it looks fuzzy to my
but it looks like she's got
red
blonde
eyes.
hair.
She says she loves popcorn and she never shares
Oh,
it.
there we go. Here I am wasting time scrolling. Okay, that's good. Well, maybe like you're gonna have popcorn tonight or something. Are you going
Yeah,
to go to
right?
a movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Boy,
I
how
mean,
long has it been since a movie?
I know. Okay.
So judgment. Judgment is your current energy that you're sitting in. So you too are calling yourself out. You're trying to decipher what you can bring forward with you and what you can't. What kind of habits can you bring forward with you? What kind of perceptions can you bring forward with you to take next steps? You're coming off an Eight of Cups energy too, which is walking away. So you've walked away from something that has been challenging for you, and it takes a lot of courage to walk away from those fires that we build when we put a lot of time and energy into things. It takes a lot of courage to walk away from it. So first of all, proud of you. You coming off a three of cups, which is friendship, which is celebrations, which is you've been celebrating things, you've been appreciating things, you've been loving things. You've been really opening your heart up to love. And so things are coming in for you that way. That caused you to come into a little bit of judgment call on yourself too, with that judgment. But justice is always served. So when you're owning your responsibility, when you're owning your part into things, good and bad, you can really start to build your self-confidence and your self-esteem and your self-worth. So it's coming down again into self-worth. The thing that is blocking you though is walking away. So I don't feel like you've completely let go of what was challenging for you. Since it's in your challenge position, it makes me feel like you're not ready to let go of that yet. You've thought about it. You've been really considering walking away from something, but something keeps stopping you. And I know this because you got the hanged energy in the future. So you've been feeling really rather stuck in your situation and in your circumstances, and it's been challenging for you. Spirit is really encouraging you to walk away from it, though, to just finally cut that cord, whether it's somebody you're thinking about all the time, or where you are in life, and maybe that's not where you thought you were going to be. We're finding that a lot today, that people's expectations of where they were going to be at certain ages, it seems to me, since we're doing the 80s and 70s, and that's really not panning out. So you're like, well, now what? I can't walk away from this. I put too much time and energy into this. This is my life. This is my job. This is my marriage. This is my, whatever it is. And it doesn't mean you have to physically walk away from it, but there are some cords you need to cut that are holding you, literally tethering you to this earth. And so you need to sever those energetic cords. However, yeah, I hope that does make sense, because there's just some cord cutting you've got to do here. Some people that rely on you, and not in a mom-child sort of way, although that may be the case, but there's energies around there. They need you, and they do. It's not. They're not lying about that. They really do need you. But it's just holding you back. It's tethering you here. You've got to cut that. They'll be okay. They will be. They have their own journey, their own fights to fight, their own battles to win. And without winning them on their own, there's no sense of accomplishment in them, because it's being done for them, kind of thing. So allow people to make their own mistakes. Allow them to trip and fall. They'll get up. They might be hurt and bruised, but they'll be okay, and they'll know how to do that without you running over and helping bailing them out. I see from your work buddies that's the case. That absolutely makes so much sense with the 8, because the 8 is always usually about the workplace. So there's some cords there that you really do need to cut, because it's holding you back in your position. And it's time for you to propel forward into your own light, into your own dreams. And friendship means a lot to you. I can clearly see that. And those bonds mean a lot to you. And you can't imagine your life without helping these people. And they rely on you, like I said. So it's okay. I don't want you to be feeling that guilt that I was feeling when I came to that realization that I had to cut some cords here. And that person only made me feel bad. No matter what I did for them, I only felt bad in the end, especially at the workplace, because we tend to do so much to make ourselves feel better for what we're getting paid, and to help those around us. We're helpers, so Spirit is really encouraging you to let them make their own mistakes. If they can't get that job done, they're going to fail, and that's their fault. That's not your fault. So I don't want you to feel any guilt about cutting those cords at all. Moon Oracle says, step out of your comfort zone. That makes sense to me. Step out of your comfort zone, because it's not comfortable for you to say, no, I can't do that. Somebody says, yeah, but I'm going to get fired. I'm going to, whatever that is, it's not your way to say, sorry, I got too much to do. But Spirit wants you to do that. Step out of your comfort zone. It's uncomfortable feeling. Oh my God, Wendy, I hate it, but it's so necessary for your own life path. This is your path to follow. The angels are guiding you. They're helping you. So just pull back some of your energy a little bit and not be, I know you're so loving and giving and helpful. And I just love that about you. But Spirit's really encouraging you. There's some competition there too. Not everybody has your best interest at heart there. And they want you to be mindful of that. Sometimes you're helping people that really don't deserve your help too. And that's why they want you to step out of your comfort zone there. Breathe out. Another Moon Oracle popped out that said, take time to breathe out. So when you find yourself in that situation, somebody's coming at you, I got to do this. It's so important. I have to do it. And for you to step out, you're going to feel so uncomfortable. And you're going to say, I just can't. I can't even tell you why. I have some personal reasons here, but I just can't. That's a first step. Go outside, breathe it out. I'm okay. It's not the end of the world. That person won't fall apart, and they'll be okay, but they got to figure this out. You're going to really, really, really start finding some independence. And money and love is going to really start flowing into you when you take control, when you take your power back and you start cutting some of these cords. So it's exciting. I'm excited. I feel this independence. Please do try it. Please do. Just be very, very nice about it. But just, I can't. I got my own things going on, and I really don't want to talk about it right now. You don't have to go into details. You don't have to say the crazy tarot card reader told me not to, But that's the truth. I'm telling you, don't do it. And get your power back. Get your power back, and it'll become so much easier for you to say no. Just to say no. I can't. And you're going to be loving life. You really are, because you're going to be so authentically you. You're not going to be just doing so much for others. You're such a giver, which is so lovely. But it's time to give to yourself. It really is time to give to yourself now. Yeah. I'm curious what cycle she's in.
She's in a 9-year cycle.
There you go. It's time to end all that. Yeah.
So it's not so. Yeah. So Wendy, it's not an easy cycle to go through, and that would have started back in December for you, and it'll come to a conclusion in November of this year, because there's a sense of like I want to go like this. What are you bringing into your world? What do you have all around you? Because it's like, what do I want to keep and what do I want to let go of? So that all makes sense.
Yeah.
I keep getting like, done. I'm done.
Yeah.
like putting and like surrendering, like, putting your hands up in the air, like, okay. And I feel like this is the way to go. Like it's just to like surrender. So if you're feeling really sad, I know if there's people out there, they say don't sit with that energy, but I want to say yes, sit with it. Like
Yes,
surrender to
me
the
too.
sadness, because
Yeah.
that way you can move it out of you that much sooner instead of ignoring it.
Yes, for
But I
sure.
mean, like, but you want to be healthy about it. So that means like if you're sad, cry it out or be sad. And if that means like I'm going to watch a sad movie, I feel like like at times you want to be left alone and left to my own devices. Um, and it's as if like I'm wondering if she's been asking, if you've been asking for help, it feels like you're not getting the help that you need. Like I feel like people want your help,
Yeah,
and let's say you're struggling or you're suffering and you're trying
right.
to find someone to help you, and it's
That's
like
right.
they don't hear you, they don't want none of it. Whereas
Right.
maybe a year ago or before, you could say to them, I'm struggling with this, and they were always there for you, and they're not there for
Right.
you right now. It's like people, what you need right now is not there for you right now. So it's like you're kind of learning to be your own guru or your own
Yes.
healer, your own, that's where I want to go with that with you.
Yeah.
um um Yeah, and I'm just like, you're just questioning everything. Like, what's the purpose of this all? Like, kind of down in the dumps or sad about life or
Mm,
sad about like, what's all the point or why? And I want to go like, that's the mood of the energy. Like, that's part of
yeah.
the energy, and it's not going to stay with you forever. That's the good news. The
Yeah.
other thing too, it's like it's because of all this heaviness, and it can get dark, it can get dreary, it can be depressing. It's because you're learning it's a healing year. You're learning to forgive and let go of a lot, so it's like you're releasing a lot. And so it's so you can
Yeah.
like become lighter and fresher next year, at the end of the year, your next cycle.
Yeah.
um because you kept talking about job there, Julie. I just, Wendy, I feel like you're done with your job as well. Like it's not cutting it for you anymore, or it's not what it seems, or it's not working for you anymore, but it's like, what am I going to do?
Yes.
But the
No
thing is,
fear of
like,
walking away. Yeah.
yeah, but it's really, you're not supposed to look for a new job or a new career right now. So it's almost like, okay, can you go on a benefit program, or can you take a leave of absence, or can you just like work less? Like, oh, she said she's working less.
Good.
So it's, yeah, so it's almost like letting go. Um, and if you feel like something is like not trying to work in your favor, it's because it's working in your favor, actually. Okay.
That's true
And I'm speaking
for
from
you.
experience. So it's like
Yeah.
you might be trying to push, like, but I want this to be, and it won't work out for you. It's because it's not supposed to be that right now. You're
Yeah.
supposed to, you know, go with what's being presented to you. So
That's right.
it's a
It's
healing
happening
time.
for you.
It's a lot of
Right.
reflection. It's, letting go, forgiveness, self-care. So I know people say, what's self-care? It's not just about bubble baths or chocolate. It can just be about like, oh, I slept until 10 a.m.
Yeah. A
You
nap.
needed it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's
Right.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. So,
Self care means so many other things to whatever
yeah.
soothes you. Self soothing, I use a lot too.
Yeah.
But
And it's almost like I
it's
keep
needed.
seeing this ceremony of like, I'm seeing, excuse me, like scarf or material being blown out into the air. So it's like, give your troubles or give your sadness or give, anything that you're feeling out to the universe and say, like, take it away from me.
Yeah.
Right. So it could be anything.
Yes.
It could be like, is it an angel? Is it God? Is it Jesus? Is it, a relative that's passed away? Whatever it is, just imagine it like they pick it up for you, and you're releasing it to them and they take it away for you. Right?
Yes.
You're like
Right.
letting go. So it feels ceremonial that way as
Yeah.
well.
For real.
So
Yeah.
I hope,
Oh,
Wendy,
I'm
that
gonna love that. Yeah.
I hope that helps.
Yes, Wendy, you are doing so fabulous. Just Let
Yeah,
go, let go
yeah,
and let God. Yeah.
yeah, just take it. And it's, and you know, and I want to yawn with Wendy. So it's like if you've been feeling really tired and you want to sleep more, you've been lazy, like you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's only like you only do so much, and you're supposed to focusing on what you need to complete or finish rather than what you need to start. So it's like, okay, whatever you put off or procrastinated on, you're supposed to focus more on that than starting something new.
That's right.
Yeah.
Go easy on yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Wendy, there you go. Oh, you're welcome. I'm so glad you waited patiently.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Wendy.
Yeah, it was lovely to have you
So
here, and
lovely.
come visit
Yeah.
us again. I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
So we're going
Stop
to do one
by.
more. We're doing one last one because we mentioned her name, and
Yes.
that's,
Athena.
yeah, Athena. So Athena, um, yeah, lucky you. And for those that have joined us within this last half hour, because we're trying to keep tabs on the chat room, and you were missed, it was not intentional. Okay, it
No.
gets, that's how it goes. Like we start, you know, the chat room starts off slowly at the beginning of the show, and then it picks up momentum near the last
Yeah.
hour, and it's like, and then we can't get to everyone in that last hour,
Yeah.
because we've been doing this for 2 hours now, so our energy is
Waning.
waning. So
I have
yeah,
to
you
tell
you
Wendy, because Wendy
mhm.
says she was been so tired she had an iron infusion and had an allergic reaction. I have
Oh
horrible reactions to iron, but I'm very anemic. So take a lot of the B vitamins, B12s, B6s, a lot
oh
of green leafy vegetables to get that iron in there. And that's how I supplement it in other ways. Because if I even take an iron pill, I'm sick for days. So yeah, good luck
yeah,
with that. I get
yeah, yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I know. And I mean, if you're tired, like rest if you can.
yeah,
Or
let
if you
yourself.
find you
Yeah,
slept a lot, it's okay.
yeah,
Because we don't value, it's, I find this is really interesting. So our society says, work, 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 work. What are you
yeah,
doing?
right.
Busy, busy, busy,
Go to
right?
work.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, life is too short. Do this, do that. And then they talk about we're
yeah.
not getting enough sleep. Or we don't rest enough. And I'm like,
Right?
yeah,
Can't
like
win.
it's like sleep and rest gets a bad rap.
Yeah,
And
right.
I think it's like it's an important part, like it's doing something. It's
Yeah.
restorative. That's what it
I think
is.
we
Sleep
need
is restorative.
absolutely
Yeah,
and learn how to work smarter, not harder, right?
that's
Just
right.
learn how to work smarter. You don't have to put in the 80-hour work weeks, just work smarter. And
That's right.
that's easily said, but it
I
can
know, I
happen. You
know,
can
I
train
know.
yourself. Yeah.
And there's some people they love working a lot, and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fine. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Wendy, yeah, that was a great tip. Okay, Athena's here.
Hello,
So
Athena.
Athena, so I don't think she had a question. And she didn't share her date of birth. So it's up to you, Athena, if you wanted. She shared her year, but not the month or day.
Okay.
So Athena, if you want to share the month and day, I've got your year. Go ahead. If not, then I'm just going to be reading your energy as best as I can.
You're very good at that. Very good.
Oh, and it looks like a yellow flower. You think?
It does. It looks beautiful, like a sunflower. And then maybe that's a little Athena sitting there, right?
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Very
Yeah, so I
pretty.
don't think, yeah, so I think we're going to be just be doing,
Oh, she said February 27th.
yeah, so happy belated birthday. That was last
Belated
week.
birthday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Athena. Oh yeah, so I got sidetracked. So those who joined the last half hour to hour, um, yeah, we're not going to be calling on you, and our apologies, because we just don't have the energy to read energies. Athena will be our last guest,
Yes.
but we invite you to come back again, because this show is done once a month, every month, and you know, let's see. Yeah, so please come back next month, and
Yes.
we'll call on you if we see your name. Yeah, because we try to call on those that were missed. Every
Yeah.
time we do these
Try to
shows,
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, so we try to remember, and so I just want you to take comfort in that. The other thing is, if you can't wait that long, book a private reading with us. So
Yeah. That's always
yeah.
fun.
Hmm. Oh, it's our first sunflower. That's neat.
Oh,
Yeah.
love
Sunflowers are
that.
happy. Okay.
Is that you, like Photoshopped? I don't know if my eyes are bad. I see a little person sitting in that flower.
Oh, do
Maybe that's
you?
me. I
Oh,
do. Isn't
oh,
that weird?
maybe. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't see it. I see a dot, but that could be a person. Yeah. I'm looking into the screen and it's like, oh, everyone's going to see my wrinkles up close
Done that
when
so
I
many
do
times.
that. There was what? There was okay, I know there's a
Right?
lot of 80s babies, so they won't know this, but you might know. There used to be a comedy show. Oh, maybe not in the States, because would have been a Canadian show. And there
Yeah.
was a character, they did a skit, and the guy would always go into the camera, dude, dude. I don't know where I'm getting that from. And it's off track. Has nothing to do with readings or spiritual energy. But
Oh, Lord, you get to
so
see our
maybe,
big faces.
Athena, maybe you got to go have some fun. I don't know.
Yes, yes, with some friends, because that is crossing her, right? Her current energy is a high priestess again. So, Athena, you really are allowing the your intuition to guide you. You're really opening up. You're kind of things are being revealed to you that had not been revealed before. So you have some breadcrumbs to go by now, so that you can really allow. You're in a really allowing moment right now. It seems like you're having a little trouble with some connections around you, with some friendships that's crossing you. So there's some challenging conversations, maybe, or challenging situations with you and your friend group that is going on around you. It doesn't seem to be anything real significant. Maybe just some little disagreements or some arguments going on there. But you feel like you can't see everything. Like people aren't always being truthful with you or always being honest with you. This is in your knowing, in the bottom of your foundation. So so either there are some things hidden from you right now from your friends, or you feel like they are. Either way, it's giving you this kind of unsettling feeling when it comes to those that surround you. You're feeling like they're not revealing um, all. And with that card, maybe they aren't. It seems like they're trying to help you to find like your intuition and but there's some things that they feel maybe if they share with you, there's like a wedding or a celebration that maybe somebody's keeping from you. I'm not sure what that is, because in your subconscious, in your intuition above you is the Sun card, which is a celebration, which is a coming together. And she says, I've let it go. So yeah, so there was something there that you didn't know what was happening, and I'm glad you let it go, because it seems very confusing, very muddled with your friend group here, or people that were close to you. Saint Michael is here watching over the whole situation too. So that Sun card to me is exactly that: letting it go and moving on. You're sitting in the King of Wands, so you're sitting in real strong Leo energy. There's an energy that has your back. It could be living, could be past, but it's a very, very strong energy, a bold energy that has come forward to really assist you in that situation that you didn't know all the facts about. Somebody's really, really helping you there. It makes me think living. They're really pulling you out of that situation, pulling you from an unhealthy situation into a better situation for yourself, showing you how to be the emperor, how to be your own boss, how to not let it matter what people are saying. I feel like there was a lot of gossip happening. That was people talking behind your back. That was what you didn't know what was happening. People were really jealous, honestly. I have to say that. I don't normally say that, but when I see the Friends card here, I see the King of Wands that you're sitting in, and I see the Emperor, and then I see the Moon. They were trying to bring you down. They saw you elevating, and they didn't want you to surpass them. So they were saying things to bring you back down, like, who does she think she is? Kind of was going on through their brain. So they were trying to hold you back. This King of Wands came in and said, it held out their hand and said, "Come with me. You're better than this, and you don't need this anymore." And they literally helped you pull from that, which was a beautiful, beautiful thing to do, because now the sun is out and
mm,
shining on you very, very brightly. You're going to feel that. Also, spirit advice is the magician. So you are a manifesting fool now. Now that you've walked away and you've been strong and you don't need anyone's acceptance, you're going to manifest. All your dreams are going to come true, and keep working very hard. I can see you almost just kind of strategizing this future and pulling everything together and micromanaging and getting your power back. You know, it's such a beautiful energy to be coming into with that sun energy and the King of Wands, very Leo energy, which is stability and strength and
mm,
passion and excitement, and just done with that
mm,
gossipy, toxic stuff that you were dealing with. You're seeing it all differently now. So good. I'm glad to see that. It's beautiful
mm,
energy coming into you.
mm. So Athena, um, so you're in a number 8 year right now. Um, Wow, I got a lot because you went. I feel like in a different direction with her
Yep.
stuff. What I'm picking, yeah, because
Yep.
I'm just picking up like physical stuff. Like I'm getting, you know, like I keep getting like thinning of the blood, and I'm getting headachy. Like, so I'm just wondering,
Mm.
Athena, like if this is for you, like if you've been having health issues or you've had some maybe body pains or something. If it's not you, if it's someone close to you, I don't know why I'm picking this up, or it could be something that comes to be. So just be aware of your health right now and this coming year. Like just take extra care. You know, be well. I also want to say like this could be like maybe you are going to go for a physical, or you need to see the doctor and get a physical done if that's possible, because I know depending what area, again, what country you're in, healthcare isn't always easy or always affordable. um and I also get like you're not taking no for an answer right now, like you are like, no, I'm holding steadfast with this, like I'm like bound and determined, like no, you're not gonna sway me, or you're not going to change my mind, like that kind of thing, like bound and determined. um it's interesting because she made a comment when you were talking
Yeah.
about they don't want us to get married.
Oh, that
so
makes
i don't
sense.
so I don't know what area of that reading that would have been to, but it's interesting because I kept like hearing divorce,
Mm.
divorce. So I'm wondering if now, if you're
That's
not
what they're
already
gossiping
married,
about.
yeah, so it could be like, do they think you're like, if you marry this person, you're just going to head for divorce? Like they don't
Maybe.
have much confidence in you, or in your
Yeah.
relationship, or in in your, yeah, like making it
Yeah.
a go with this fellow. Oh, she just got a divorce. Oh,
Oh, okay.
all righty, there
There's
we
where
go.
divorce is coming
Okay,
from. Yeah.
all right. Yeah, so I just feel like bound and determined are your words this year, Athena.
Yeah.
Like you're going to be bound and determined to make things a go, or to get things going for yourself or going in your life.
Yeah.
Again, like, see, I'm picking up on health stuff with her. So, Athena, just, yeah, like, just please be aware of your health, okay? And this could just be like, I know there's the doctor thing, but it could also just be like, watch the stress. It's easier said than done. It could just be to like maybe certain foods, be careful what you eat, getting exercise or fresh air. Okay, there you go. She's been working out. Okay,
Yeah.
so that could be like, yeah,
Good.
you're
Yeah.
working on it. So yeah, that's about all I can pick up right now because I feel my energy just like ready to
Yeah.
crash.
Look at the Leo energy coming out, though. Look at this Moon Oracle
Mm,
that I pulled.
It
I
looks like her
mean, you heal
sunflower.
all over. It does. But it says, don't let pride get in your way.
Mm,
And I thought that was interesting because you're looking for closure on those old people that were so toxic around you and stuff like that too. I think what they're saying there is don't let pride get in your way, is own your part in it, because you fed people things that they're using against you now. And so don't let that stop you. It's okay, because that's how you felt in the moment. And you're supposed to talk about how you're feeling in the moment. So don't let people want to keep you in that box now because that's what you said before. You know what I
mhm.
mean? And so they want to keep you there. People change their minds. When we know better, we do better. So don't forget
Yeah,
that, and
yeah.
put the pride down of you changed your mind. You know what I mean? Things change. And
Mhm.
don't let them stop you from saying, yeah, but you said this, what are you, some kind of flipper? And they're trying to make you feel bad for changing. Just that's what you need to walk away from, is not letting anyone tell you who you should be. That comes
Mhm.
from you. So that's all I had to say.
Yeah. Well, that's lovely. And she's working out right now. So
Good. Wow. Look at, we're good to work out too. That's
look
good
at
to
you
know.
taking care of your health.
That's right. I'm
Yeah. So just
inspired.
yeah, so just be aware. I don't know. I'm getting physical. So I bet you maybe it's not, even though it may not be on your radar right now, it could be coming up, right? Because some of these
Yeah.
messages can relate to future events. So
Yeah.
Athena, really appreciate your presence
Yes.
here and for being so patient because you waited for a while.
Yes.
And
Thank you, Athena.
yeah, and I just want to address Erin. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Thank you for being here. But first of
She
all,
is
our
done.
hearts go out to you for, yeah, because he's talking about the passing away of family members. I
Oh,
feel
so
like you're really
sorry.
desperate and sad. I'm really sorry. I just won't be able to give you a good reading. I
Yeah.
really won't. And
Yeah.
I know you're going to be disappointed and heartbroken over that. I really don't know what to say. Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
you've got a lot of toxicity around you, Erin. I really do see that. It's time for you to walk away from some of this grief. It's too hard on you. It's too much. You've got the tower here too. It's breaking you literally apart. It's breaking up
Mm,
all of your foundations, this passing, and everything you thought you knew to be true is turning out not to be true for you. But there's competition around you. There's angst. There's people competing for grieving, even, and who it hurts the worst. It's really odd energy, but stay away
mm,
from that. It's not for you. You're supposed to grieve in your own time, and you're supposed to come to terms with it in your own time. And that's just nothing but time. Honest to God,
yeah,
there's just nothing more you can do but grieve, and grieve the way you grieve. Get rid of some of the toxic energies around you that are pulling for you to soothe them and comfort them, because there's a lot of hurting people, or I can see it affected a lot of people, this death, this passing. So take care of you. Take care of
yeah,
you. There's things you just don't know yet too. There's a lot of unknowns about this passing. So wait for some things to come forward about that, and you can really have some closure there with that. And let's see what's coming up for you real quick. A relationship, a soulmate relationship, somebody you're really connecting to. Really, really intense cards though, Erin. So go easy, because these relationships, although they teach us so much, and they really do teach us a lot, when you're talking about a soulmate energy, it's almost just like looking in a mirror. So you're going to find somebody, if you found somebody right now, they would be grieving too about something, and you two would be codependent on your grief and on where you're at right now. So you want to find somebody, a friend, relationship. I'm not talking just romantic, of course. I'm talking about relationships in general. Find people who have been past this grief, who have overcome it, and can give you strength through it. And they will be much more helpful than people who have just lost somebody and want to grieve with you. It's soothing to have people grieving with you, but you need people who are beyond that kind of grief and have moved forward, and they'll teach you how to do that too. So that's going to be beautiful. And then you'll have this relationship come in that is really fulfilling and really helps to soothe you. But it's just too raw right now. It's too soon to be looking at anything right now except for getting over and healing. And so you just really, really need to heal. Let me just do a moon oracle for your healing and see what can help you.
well, I feel really
I,
cold, so
yeah,
they're around you right now, Erin.
right. I can feel that too, that coldness, right? I feel that.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and um I feel like you're alone in your grief.
Yes.
And I like, it is the gift of time. Give yourself the grace to
That's it.
grieve. Give
That's it.
yourself the grace to feel what you're feeling, because grief is not supposed to be easy.
No.
That's the pain of it is to help us come to appreciate,
Yes.
you know, the love and light that we have in our lives, or the love, you know, that we had for them.
That's
Um,
right.
and I
Right.
feel like, yeah, so I'm getting like the gift of time, the gift of
Yes.
grace, and the gift of like I want to go like into nature with you, but it's like when I go into nature, it's like I want to just take my time walking. It's almost like maybe I walk so far and then I sit down and take in my surroundings, like the trees or the birds or the flowers or the
Right.
sky or the
Meditate and
insects.
contemplate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Do
And
that.
it's like
Yeah.
the more um yeah, like I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's like when, I mean, you'll be grieving. I mean, or you're going to feel the loss for the rest of your life. There's no easy way about it, but it's different over time. Like sometimes
That's right.
it's full on grief, and sometimes it's just a little bit, and sometimes it's not so much. Like I don't know how to explain it, better than that.
Yeah.
So there's no easy answer, is what I want to say.
That's right.
That could be why like the gift of time comes up, because it's like you
Yeah.
might find like, oh, I'm over it today, but and then the next day comes and it's like, and you're not,
That's right.
right? So
And you
you
beat
just
yourself
have to
up.
go, yeah, give yourself the gift
Right.
of time, grace,
Love it.
nature. Yeah. Okay,
That's
go
right.
ahead. Sorry,
Good
I
advice.
interrupted, Julie.
No, no, that's perfect. Meditate and contemplate. Really let yourself feel what you're feeling. Don't try to push it away. Don't try to suppress it. Don't try to numb it away with alcohol, drugs, whatever we do to numb ourselves. I mean, of course you can, but
Games, yeah, shopping,
yeah, games, shopping, sex, whatever it is.
yeah,
It's a numbing, it's an escape. So just allow yourself to feel it and feel it fully, and then you can move. But again, time, Tina's right. The gift of
yeah.
time will benefit you greatly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And prayers.
Yeah.
It sounds like I can see like you're praying or you're talking, like because I can see words floating from your mouth up to the sky, and they're saying they hear you, like
Yeah.
they're right there with you.
Yeah. For
Okay.
sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I hope that
Erin,
helped, Erin. I hope so.
yeah. So
At least we did
otherwise,
it. At least we tried.
yeah, if you were here sooner, we would have done more in
Yeah.
depth. Like I would have tried to tune into, the family members that have passed. But yeah, we just
Yeah.
have no, we've been here for 2.5 hours.
Done.
Like that's a
Yeah, I'm
long,
done. So done.
yeah, we've got no energy to read anybody else's
Yeah.
energies. So
Yes.
I
Well,
just
thank
want to
you.
again say thank you to
Yes.
everyone that was here.
Yeah.
Um, whether you're just watching, or part of the conversation. Thank you so much. We appreciate all
Right.
of your support.
So much.
We appreciate those who were called upon to allow us to share those messages, because it's not always easy to do, and sometimes not
No.
always easy to hear, because it can be nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, appreciate all the support. Just again, reminder, there's going to be scammers that's going to show up even after the show is done and trying to reach out to you. Like either they'll message you or they want you to message them. I mean, it's your choice, but they're not affiliated again with either one of us. We don't know who
Right.
they are. We don't know how they operate. So we will be banning and blocking them as they show up. So just bear with us. If you want a reading, if you liked it. So Julie and I, we do dual readings.
Yes.
Those spaces are limited because it's not always easy. Our schedules don't always match. So if you want one of those for the two of us at the same time, reach out to either one. If you want a reading with just Julie, Julie does tarot card readings and oracle card readings. Reach out to her. Her email's on the bottom. Actually, I should bring them up. Where are they? There we go. There we go. So it's not scrolling. So
There we go.
yeah, so there's Julie's email. And then if you would like to book, an individual reading with me, there's my email. Also, if you missed that, send us a message here and we'll get back to you. The replay is available, so it'll be available on the Facebook page, and also I'll be posting it on YouTube. If you wanted to look that up, it's Enlighten Energy is the
Yeah.
YouTube channel. Um, the other thing I want to show is Rosie still making soaps,
Yes,
and she has her
she loves
website.
it.
So
She
Julie's
does.
daughter makes these beautiful soaps, and they're all organic, and she puts a lot of love into them because
Yes.
Rosie really cares about doing this, and she's very meticulous about it,
Yes.
and like it has to just be so. If you're interested in
Perfect.
any of these products, there's
Thank you, Tina.
her. I know I keep forgetting, so there's her website, like it's after the equal sign, so it's rosie
Rosie Dash
organics
Organics.
dot com.
And she's an 80s baby, so you
She's
guys
an
will all
80s
love it.
baby. Yeah, she is.
You'll all love
That
her
could
soap.
there we go. That's why. So I'll leave that up there. So again, if you um you know can't get fast enough to the website info, again, just message us and we'll share
Yeah.
it. Anything else you wanted to add?
No, just my gratitude. And thank you to
Mhm.
Tina. Thank you for giving
Oh,
us your energy today. You're always spot on. I love listening to you in the
oh, thanks,
background.
Julie. Well, I have to say the same about you. Thank you, Julie, because I
Thank
mean,
you.
this is like 50-50. Like we both
Yes,
are, like this is a partnership and we give 100% each. And Julie,
yes.
you always bring amazing energy and insights. And I think you're probably one of the best tarot oracle card readers out there. So I highly
Thank you.
recommend you. Yeah. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I want to say it's not all floofy, like because some readers I find they can be very floofy, if that's the right word.
Yeah, I know
But
what you
you
mean.
bring
Yeah.
you bring a substance to it. It's like, okay, how does this apply to the human life, right? So
Oh,
yeah,
thank
that's
you.
amazing.
Good. Well, thank you. All
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Well, everyone, well, we'll be back again because we don't know our show topic, but we'll be back.
Yeah.
It'll be on something. So hope to see you
Something.
there and join
Yeah.
us. And with that, be well, stay safe, love, 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 and more love
And
to
more love.
everyone.
Yes. Love and light.
Okay.
Be well.
Okay. All right.